guys' footage of Pittsburgh makes me want to visit there. I've never been.
All right, welcome everybody. It's Kaisernin, and I'm here with Matt Patak, the creative director and co-founder of Victory's Grave Outflank from Old Glory Studios, and we're doing a really exciting pre-alpha playtest today. So Matt, why don't you tell us a little bit about the game we're going to be seeing here in a second?
Yeah, it's a competitive esports mil sim shooter. There's not, I guess, many like this in this genre, and it's a new take. We're not going with like the classic capture the flag or team deathmatch style. So this is gonna be fun to watch. There's a lot of dynamic elements to the game. There's destruction, there's suppressing fire, there's off-map artillery, there's on-map utility like mortars and Mark 19s and 50 cals, and yeah, I'm really excited. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So
Yeah, I'm excited too. It seems like there's a lot of cool new mechanics coming to this game, and it does seem a lot different than other games that are already kind of out on the market. So I'm so excited that we get the chance to kind of get this like sneak preview before the game moves into its alpha later. So tell me a little bit more though. I know it is team based. How many players will play on a team at a time in a game like this?
ideally, we're looking at a 5v5. This is still pre-alpha, so we're working with the numbers. Potentially, we could land on a 6v6 or who knows, a 7v7. But this is going to be a great opportunity to test these numbers and see if we need more or less. So
Yeah, well, you came to the right school because we have a
yeah,
pretty big team here. I know the students are all super excited to get a chance to get in the lobby and kind of do a little of the play testing, and hopefully that helps you out. And also, anyone who's watching who's interested in following this game, Victory's Grave Outflank, as it kind of progresses. I think this will be a really good look to see if it's something interesting. Um, like we kind of mentioned, I know there's a lot of different mechanics in this game that are a little bit different. I know one of the things is the environment, right? I think there's a lot um, with the environment, right? We can destruct like the cover. Some of the cover is destructible, right? Is that right? So it kind of can shift the map a little bit.
100%. So like all the buildings are destructible, the vegetation is destructible. Yeah, the seasons change. We have all four seasons, and right now they're playing the current map that they're playing. It's going to be random, so we're not sure what season we're going to get. If they're going to get something like springtime, it causes more torrential rain. If it's during the winter, there's crazy blizzards that cause lower lines of sight. And this is also one fact I'd love to put in the game was with the rain comes the rivers rise, and then the movement across these areas are slowed
Oh,
down and nerfed a bit. And even the fields that are the empty fields become muddy and bog the player down as they walk across them. So
I love that. I love bringing the environment into the
yeah,
gameplay. I think that's really exciting, especially when you have different maps like that. So that's really cool.
sure.
Another quick like mechanic I wanted to mention or key point of this game is your lives kind of stack up, right? So if I survive
Yes.
round one, I have an extra life going into round two.
Yes, so that was something that we wanted to kind of reward the players with different kind of motivation to keep that one life, and like that life management. I think really brings a lot to the fun of the combat. Like if you die, it really hurts, but if you survive a few rounds, you got a bit more of a buffer to okay, I died. It's not the end of the world. I can still come back. I'm still in it. But this also creates the aspect of you can knock players out of the game that go down to
Right.
zero lives. They're stuck up in the sky watching from above, but then we have a special ability where each team each round can call back everybody from the beyond to reinforce them one time
Huh.
and kind of take it one last stab at it if they need to. So
And that's the radio mechanic, correct? That
yes,
does that?
yeah, there's a backpack radio, and yeah.
So is that and I know you said that it's one time. Is that one time per round or one time per game that happens? And is it all players who are dead?
Yes. Yep. So yeah, you're right. So per round, yeah, per round. So each team has one radio in each of their headquarters. You can actually kill their radio operator, steal their radio, and use it for your own benefit. So
Oh,
it behooves
okay.
the teams to manage this. Yeah.
So if you let's say you take the other team's radio, can you then use their radio and your radio, or are you still limited to one radio?
Yes.
Wow.
No,
Okay,
no, you can
that's
use it.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
there'll be like we've had play sessions where a team was literally down and out, killed the opponent's radio operator, used their radio, called their friends back, and actually saved the game. It's a really fun
Wow.
little aspect of like it's a 5 versus 1 situation, and you call everybody back. Now everybody, you're back to full strength. I kind of like it to in hockey, it's like a power play. Like you're down a
Okay.
man, but they come back in,
Yeah.
right? So it's you're back to full strength again.
I
So
like that. I think it kind of makes it so one team doesn't snowball just because they have extra lives. But
correct,
I
correct.
I love that. Let's hop into the game and see how these players go, and then we can kind of take a look at these mechanics firsthand.
Absolutely.
So, which map are we looking at? Is this looks summer to me? Is this summer?
This
Fall,
is it's looking winter, either
winter.
fall or winter to me. Yeah,
I
like
do.
with the
Okay, now that
leaves
you say
missing on the
that,
trees, that's a
I
telltale
see
sign
the
of winter.
trees are
Yes.
different. You know what? I'm so used to winters here where I see zero green at all.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, we've gotten winter, so unfortunately, no river will fill up. But in the future, I would love to have the water already full, as like it's like
Oh,
already
right.
winter runoff. But then if there's a blizzard comes, one of the mechanics I would love to do is it ices over. So it
Oh,
slows you
right,
down when
right.
it's liquid, but then it ices over and you
So you
can run
slide.
across it
Yeah,
quickly.
that would be a very, very
Yeah.
cool mechanic. Okay,
So this
so
this map is sorry, this map is called Bloody Creek. It's one of our smallest, kind of quicker fighting maps in the game. So this is the one that we thought we'd put everybody on to kind of test and play. So
so talk me through a little bit what we're going to be seeing. Very, very cool map. So what is the objective and what is each team trying to do?
absolutely. So right now the green team is on, they're holding the town, they're defending. The gold team is on top of the hill here at the South Farm. They're looking to attack and get inside the town. There's an
Okay.
objective in each town, and that objective is a radio, and like
Right.
a radio on a table. If you interact with that for 20 seconds, you'll capture the town. And as you can see already, the attackers, the gold team is building fortifications and stuff. So each team gets to make changes to their zone. So
Oh,
the
okay.
defenders can move the objective anywhere inside that territory, inside one of the houses. And so each time the attackers attack, they need to kind of locate where it is and then capture and hold it for
Okay.
20 seconds, and they'll get it. So yeah.
So let's say I'm a defender, right? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
defending, I guess, this radio that they need to hold for 20 seconds. Is there an
Uh-huh.
incentive for me to like leave and not just guard that, or am I?
Yeah, to a degree, there is. So there's off-map artillery. Each player default by, like, as you can see, they're waiting to spawn in. Each player gets 2 shots of high explosive,
Okay.
2 shots of smoke, and 2 shots of flare, which will show up at nighttime. And yeah, if you're inside that town, it's a shooting gallery. You're gonna get barraged by some heavy artillery. So you kind of want to branch out, go around the map and disrupt the enemy from capturing these extra points on the side. So there's the main objective is in the middle, but then there's 3 extra farmhouses around the town
Okay.
that if you fail to take the objective, the attackers can spawn from there, which what we're seeing here, we're seeing the gold team heading towards the farmhouse to capture it.
Okay. Right. And we also, I guess, on their way, we saw them stop at that supply truck, right? So what sort of
Yes.
supplies are they getting from that truck?
Yeah, they're getting like there's extra artillery shots for smoke and for flare. There's smoke grenades and fragmentation grenades.
Okay.
So somebody's already shooting.
Yeah. Definitely heard that one. I'm not seeing quite. Oh,
If
okay.
uh if whoever's streaming, if they could they could press tab and they'll show more UI. They'll show players' names and markers, and you'll see where everybody is walking around the map. If they
Okay.
hit tab,
Awesome.
if you can let that person know. I'm not sure
Awesome.
who's
I think
sharing screen
I heard
and
the communication.
spectating.
There we go. All right. Okay. Oh, now we see it. Okay. So the West Farm is lost.
There it is.
That's what
Yes,
we saw
that's
the
it.
gold team kind of going
Perfect.
over towards to kind of capture. So, um, you were talking about different I guess like spawn points.
Yeah, so as you can see right now, Gold Team has just captured the West Farm. And if they hold this, but they fail to capture the town, it's no big deal. Like they've lost the round, but they gain territory around to then have extra places to attack from.
Right.
And as you can
Okay.
see now, like, yeah, the gold team is moving through the forest, heading west.
Oh, they see each
Green
other.
team is watching. They see them, yeah.
I
They're
hear the
shooting, they're
shots.
engaging now, yeah. Artillery's being
Wow.
shot in there. Oh, a smoke shell right on top of them. Look at that. They got popped by smoke. So those guys are blind in that smoke shell.
Like a pretty good fight here. Ethan definitely engaged as his possessed Edko.
Yes.
And oh, you can see they're already trying to take more of that space too. So I can kind of see how definitely, like you were saying, different maps and terrains could make that just how you're moving through this different.
100%.
A little bit of cover there with that hay as well allows them to sneak up a bit.
Yeah. Oh, they're moving. They're moving in. That smoke is actually doing great. It's got possessed.
Okay, I see it. So a couple of down, lots of shots here.
Gold team and green team have lost. Green team down too. You can see the lives at the bottom. They're taking losses for sure. Oh, gold team is pushing in hard. Look at that.
So I can
Gold
definitely
team
see
yeah.
how this could be a very team-based game, especially when you talk about like positioning and how you're kind of moving through. I think information is so important in a game like this.
Absolutely. We just added the pinging system about a week ago. You can see like the markers on the game where you call out like, oh, there's a guy over there. In the past, you'd have to verbalize where they are, but now you can just ping them. So
the ping,
helpful.
ping system. I think I can see how it would be very helpful in a game like this. Looks like there's a couple.
So it's 3 versus 4. It's coming down to the wire. But is it Anarchist? Yeah, or Aricast, sorry. Have the radio for the green team.
Okay, so if they need the on those reinforcements.
Devin needs to call. Devin should probably press 5 and call in those reinforcements now. Oh, Devin went down. The radio's down. You can see the yellow arrow. That's the radio. That's to get
friendly reinforcement.
There
so
next to Ethan.
Green team did use that radio then. So now it was.
Green team's back to full strength.
It was
yes.
3v2, but now it's 7v2 again. Then right?
Yes, 7v2. The gold team needs to grab that radio. Ethan needs to grab that radio and call in those reinforcements right now. Or else they're gonna. They do have the territory, so even if they lose, not completely lost.
It's all down to
Ethan's in the middle of town. Oh, close. He's right on top of the building. We don't have a first-person view yet, so it's gonna be one of those features to have in the future for sure.
That's okay because I think even with this kind of like bird's eye view, we're still getting a good idea of what's going on.
Absolutely. Look at that smoke shell, perfectly landed to cover Ethan.
Right, this is nice.
Ethan's
I'm learning how to use
for the gold team.
All right, all down to Ethan. He needs to get that radio to call the rest of his team in. But
I think he's fully committed
to
fighting this one out.
But you know what? But I feel like he's going to be able to isolate some of these. You can see the green team isn't exactly all perched up together. So if Ethan can just kind of sneak in.
He is whittling them away. It's 3v1. He's got like 4 kills so far. Okay. Green team is pulling back. They know Ethan is like, he's a madman right now. This is crazy.
I hope Ethan's on my team today. That's all I have to say.
Yes.
oh, wait.
Man.
Oh, here he goes. So he knows, right? He definitely saw soap.
I think so.
I think he saw soap.
Oh. Yeah, there's yeah, Ethan's moving up. It's a 30-second game. Okay. Ethan should either just retreat and carry his life over to the next round, or I don't know, like try to go all in again, but 20 seconds to go in the round.
Yeah.
Again, it's not the end of the world to lose, but you sometimes just saving your life.
Wait, they just called in the entire team, but there's only 5 seconds left, right?
Oh, he pulled the team back. They're back up to full strength. What a move. He's got his whole team back.
So they all carry that life into the next round.
Yes. Oh, that's brilliantly played.
What a clutch. That was huge. That was huge.
This is great. Like, he knew exactly what. So now look at the live count at the bottom of the screen. So that's a team live. So you see gold team, everybody has 2 lives now. And green team, there's half of them have 2, half of them have 1.
Wow.
So green team took the first round. Oh my God, that was great.
What a play by Ethan, honestly.
That was actually
What? That
pretty
was
good.
huge. That was huge. What a wow, what a great
That
play.
was
So that really does then I can see how that would give Gold the advantage coming in here. So not only was
oh,
Ethan able to
100%. Yeah,
play his life, he was able to call in his entire team right at the end there, so they don't have
correct.
to in a 1v3 right that like that, right? If you know you're kind of saving
Yep.
your life, calling in at the
Yep.
end before you can lose any more of your teammates is really gives you a
That's part
huge
of the
advantage.
strategy. Yeah.
That was a
That's part of the strategy is live management. Like if you use that radio to call in for reinforcements too early, there's your teammates will die and then they won't be able to be brought back in.
yeah.
But if you wait till like almost everybody's dead and then call them back in,
Yeah.
you maximize the effect of bringing them all back in. So yeah, like they have that extra territory. Now they have multiple directions to attack from. So you
Yeah.
have two players that are heading towards East Farm. The other everybody else is spawning at West. So there's some really interesting strategies coming here. So
Yeah. I can see how just getting those extra kind of spawn points is kind of
yes,
a pretty big tactical advantage. It's almost giving like reminding me of Risk a little bit before the game starts, and then you get into kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
totally.
tactical aspect of it, which is pretty cool. Um, yeah, okay. I'm learning
Do
so
you
much
kind of,
game sense.
do you kind of get it? Do you
I
kind of get the
I
scheme of what's going on
I
here?
think I think I think
I think
I
so.
understand watching it. If I get in the server, we'll see. We'll see how that happens. I don't know if I can pull an Ethan, but I can certainly try. So
No
yeah,
problem.
so the gold team is attacking. So they weren't able to really
Yes,
get to, I guess, that radio and interact with it for 20 seconds. So that's still their objective, correct?
correct. And it's still in the same spot. The defenders could have moved it if they wanted to, but I guess they're sticking with their same strategy. So
I mean, it
look at
worked the
this.
first
Green
time.
team is being aggressive. They're pushing across the field. Look at that. Into the forest line.
So it's nice that the gold team
Ooh.
is able to kind of spread out their kind of spawn points like that, but does it make it tough now that they're spread out like that? Like, is it almost better to stick together? Or
Sometimes, yeah, like it's oh here. Megan is she's 3v1.
well, Devin's right there.
Oh, that
Okay, she called Devin over.
falling back,
3v2.
falling back. Yeah, that's good. Good. Devin's there. Yep, in the forest. Oh, this is okay. This isn't that bad. 3v2. Good cover. Devin's right there.
Oh, poor Megan.
Oh,
Poor Megan. But that's okay because Megan still has an entire other life.
she's got two lives. Yep, exactly. So here's one thing as well. So the attackers they respawn in 5 seconds.
Okay.
The defenders respawn in 45 seconds. So
Wow.
there's a
Okay.
huge difference.
That is a difference.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and where? So tell me a little bit more about this respawn mechanic. We just saw Megan die. She has an extra life.
Yep.
5 seconds. Where is she going to respawn? Does she get to choose
At
now?
their yeah, there's a team headquarters which is
Okay.
on top of the hill, their original farm base
Okay.
that they have.
So you always respawn after a death at your original HQ?
Yeah, everybody there's like a headquarters in your town with all the flags on it. So just below our screen now, that's the green team's HQ, the red house with the flags on top. A gold team is pushing. Okay,
So
green team stole West Farm back. Look at
Okay.
that.
That's pretty big. Dee unfortunately lost her life and didn't have another life. So she is not going to respawn unless, of course, that radio.
Unless the radio.
Right.
Yep. There's two people out. Possess is out as well. So it's what is it? 6v5 now.
Yes.
Advantage gold.
Yes.
Ari Cats is just camping the objective. I actually really think that's a fun strategy. It's like you watch the radio, everybody else go out and fight. That's fun.
I'm a big objective camper when I play capture the flag. So
PTO, nice. PTFO is what a lot of people say. So.
okay, so we're seeing a lot of obviously gunfights in these shots. Do you want to tell me a little bit about the weapons in this game that you get?
Yeah, so right now it's the M16 is our base weapon, and then there's three variations total. So there's the base M16, iron sights, fully automatic. And then we have the suppressed M16, and then we have a marksman slash. Oh, Bryce just got knocked out with the radio by artillery, I think, or something. Ooh. And then there's a marksman M16 with a skill. Oh, there's body. People are falling everywhere. This is great. So when you see a yellow tracer, that's a special weapon. That's either a suppressed rifle or a marksman rifle.
And
red tracers are all from your standard M16.
How do you get these special weapons?
All of the special weapons are inside the team's headquarters on the table. It's basically where the radio is in there, special weapons are in there, and grenades, smoke grenades, frag grenades. They're all the headquarters is basically your lifeline. It has everything that you need. So
Awesome. I saw the green team also just activated their radio, so
yes,
their team.
green team is
in
back to
action.
full strength. Yep.
That's tough. A couple lives are still to work with on the gold team. It's still a 3v1, but Safe Danger has 2 lives.
Gold team, yeah, gold team's radio's right there. They're trying to get to it. They can't reach it.
Yeah,
it's being covered.
That's
Oh no, they're taking
tough.
losses. 2v, 2
2v
players left on gold.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the call to just they know they can't get that radio. It might just be a call to just save until that next round. And then
It could.
you have
It
2
could.
with 2 lives. I feel like a 2v, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is pretty tough, especially considering that like you still have Ari with 2 lives. Looks
Yeah,
like
that's really
they
rough.
did just get one more, but they had another life to respawn with.
Yeah, this is it can be a bit brutal, but it's one of those things where it's easy to learn, hard to master. This is that mastering part. It's like, how do you handle the radio? Are you a frontline person? Are you battling people like we just saw on the front? In my opinion, the radio operator is best used from like the rear. You're firing mortars, you're firing machine guns from the back, from your main base, and then you're managing the lives. Like, okay, I'm gonna call for reinforcements.
Okay, so kind of like your IGL, your leader.
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
calling the
Like,
shots.
how do you play? Are you aggressive with it or not? So
Okay. I like that. Okay, I'm learning all the strats from the creator himself. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I needed. You know, at first when I was looking at this, I was thinking, wow, 6 minutes, like that's a long round. But now that we're kind of observing
it's gone by pretty quick, right?
it's and I'm like looking at the gold team. I feel like these last couple rounds, and I don't know how they're gonna be able to do it. Yeah, that's tough.
It's yeah. Well, like I said, the defenders, it takes them 45 seconds to respawn. So if they coordinate their attack, push in, and kill enough people at the same time,
Right.
they can overwhelm the defenders. So
Yeah, so I think maybe if I'm just speculating. I obviously haven't had a chance to try yet, but I think if I'm the gold team here, I'm just thinking maybe our best bet. Well, especially now that we lost West Farm again, so we can't really split up. But I
Yeah.
think sticking together so that we can maybe for a round or two just kind of take some of those team fights. Especially, the green team right now, the defenders do have quite a few more lives than us, but
Sure.
if it takes them 45 seconds to respawn and you can get a couple of them offline, that gives you a little bit of time to work with.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's an uphill battle, but again, that 45-second respawn timer on defenders gives you that slight advantage. Like I said, if you plan it out, you just have to be a little bit more coordinated than normal. But I think if somebody sneaks in there, they can steal the objective and steal the match. So we've definitely seen that happen in our playtests in the past.
So what is the objective? Like, I guess I know what the objective is, but when does the game end? How many rounds are there?
So right now, our base setup is a best of 7. So if you
Okay.
win 4 out of 7, you've taken. It's
Okay.
like a boxing match. So
Gotcha.
then there's rounds in a boxing match. So using a lot of like sports references. So yeah, like best of, like in a playoff game, like there's best of 7.
Okay.
If a team wins 4 games, they advance.
Right.
So it's kind of
Right. So
Yeah.
green team obviously halfway there.
Yep.
After 7 rounds, do they swap sides then? So the attackers and defenders will switch spots?
Well, no. Currently, it's pretty much if you're a defender, it's your
Okay.
advantage. It's like a home field advantage to that
Gotcha.
degree.
Okay.
Where in the end, we haven't set this up yet, but we're going to have a coin toss to
Okay.
like in football, you can choose to kick or receive the ball, and then the other team gets to the field that they start from. So right now it's hard locked. The
Okay.
gold team attacks from the south farm, but maybe in the future the green team chooses to defend. The gold team will choose like, hey, we're going to attack from the west farm or the north farm
Gotcha.
or the east
Okay.
farm. They can make that choice.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool.
They're being a lot more cautious this time. You can tell
Yeah.
they're
I
waiting
would too.
to pick
I
them
would
off
too
one by
after.
one. Yeah, they have a mortar that they can use right there. Megan's right in front of it.
I believe in you, Megan. You know, I would be tough. I
Ethan's
would be
got the
nervous to
mortar
do it.
too. Yeah,
Ethan, okay, I saw Ethan, especially that first round. Ethan has some good games, so I think he'll know how to use the mortar.
there you go. They're dropping rounds.
All
They're dropping
right,
rounds in there.
okay, there we go. There we go. We'll see if they start to kind of push up off that. They are kind of grouped together, obviously, from South Farm.
Okay, look at that.
Looks like.
They are pissed off, and they knocked one person out of like three people were out
That was
of the
huge.
defenders.
That's huge. That's huge.
Big strikes there. Okay, they're pushing down the hill. Look at that.
That was huge.
Oh.
That's huge because even though the green team has those extra lives, the fact that it takes them 45 seconds to respawn.
Yep, yep. And when they're dead, they're looking at the ground. They're not looking at what we're seeing. They're staring at the
Right.
ground for
So
45 seconds.
so they're not
no
even able
information.
to just, kind of help out their team, which is huge, I think.
Yep.
That's how it works in real life too.
Yeah.
I guess we wouldn't respawn, but that's huge for the gold team to be able to kind of push
Unfortunately.
up off
So-
that. Is there radio in a position where they could get it and call back in Devin and Finn?
I don't see who has the gold team's radio. I don't know who has that. But yeah, it'll show an icon above their head saying RTO. That's as a radio operator. So
Ah,
lights are
maybe.
coming on. It's
maybe
nighttime.
lost.
It's getting nighttime. So we got the town is pretty beaten up,
Yeah,
burning trees and
I see that. Yeah, that definitely comes with that
E-
environment, damage kind of
Yeah.
you talked about.
Ethan and Bryce are doing great. They're flanking the entire town. Bryce is right on. He's going to be right on top of the objective. Bryce has gone into their HQ.
Enemy reinforcements
Oh.
spotted, so they.
So
I
gold
see.
team is back to 100%.
Okay.
Gold team is back to 100%.
Perfect. So they were able to use that radio and call that in, and that's huge for the
Yes.
gold team if they can kind of capitalize off of that. Now
Yep.
their whole team is back. They've made great space
Right.
here as well, I've seen.
I think so. Yeah, Bryce is not too far from the radio from the objective, so it's in that back corner.
But that's tough because Ari's kind of just
Yes.
posted up there.
Chilling there.
Ari,
Okay.
she's waiting. She's waiting for someone to push up in there.
They're
All right.
giving themselves more time.
All right, Ethan and Neo.
Oh,
Oh,
firefighter.
wait, I guess. Okay. I'm just trying to look at the space that's given. Unfortunately, time is ticking, but they still have about 2.5 minutes where they could
2.5 minutes. Yeah.
make their way. I mean, they're in the town here, right? Like they're where they need
They
to
just
be.
got to find it. Yeah.
They're hunting, and I like that
One of the
I like that they're
bonuses
together.
Yeah. Yes. No, they're doing great. I think one of the bonuses that I think it's a safe danger is got the radio.
Okay.
Safe can actually find where the main objective is if he presses
Oh.
tab. He or she, I don't know who that, and they can spot
Okay.
it and know. Okay, it's right over there. Like they'll see what we see. That big yellow radio and big star. Like, they are doing a great job
Oh,
actually.
okay. Wait.
Gold team pops a flare.
Okay.
Oh no! I got the slight delay. Safe just got. Oh, and then the radios.
Yeah.
All of the radios are down right there in the corner. Gold team needs to go now across the street and attack that. It's wide open. It's wide
Man.
open.
Do they know it? I didn't see if Safe was able to press tab and find it.
They needed to communicate that, but yeah, Gold team is actually in a great position now. One of them sees it. One of them sees it for sure.
Oh wait. Megan has this kill. No. Oh, they're pulling a ring around the rosy. What is going on? Oh, Meg. Oh, Megan.
Oh
Oh, this is so
man.
heartbreaking. This is so heartbreaking. Oh, they're right there. All right, it's all done. Well, it's
Oh
safe. It's a
man.
1v3, but okay. The thing is, if he's able to
It's
isolate,
possible.
even
Totally
though they
possible.
have 2 extra
Yep.
lives, 45 seconds to respawn. If he can just get in there and get some damage, but he's got to go now, right? It's 20 seconds to interact with it. He doesn't have time.
No, it freezes. Yeah, the
Oh,
clock
okay.
freezes when you interact with it.
Oh, okay. So you just need okay.
Yeah. Oh, if he gets in there,
Okay.
if
Oh,
he gets in
okay.
there,
Wait, save.
just interacting with it stops the
Okay.
clock.
Okay,
Oh, pick up
save.
that radio. Oh, nice.
Okay. Wait.
There's another
Okay, they're
radio
gonna start
outside.
pushing in off that. Here comes
This is
Ari. Here
huge.
comes Ari. So is it? Do you have to hold it for 20 seconds straight?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So if I let go, I have to restart.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Ari.
restarts.
Oh, you know what? Ah, that was well played by the green team. I think just like kind of letting them hold that. But that was so close. That was so close.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm slight delay, but oh my god. They had it. Like, see, the opportunity was there. They're it's match point now. So whoever wins this, or if green
Well, I
team
guess
wins
it's
it,
match
it's
point for
over.
green. Yeah, but
Yes.
you know what? But they've been getting closer each time. I feel like.
100%. And look at the lives. Look at our lives. It's actually drawn even again.
Okay.
So
All right.
they
Except for
they did a
except for
great
Ari,
job.
who's just been posting up the whole time.
Yes, but like I said, if one kill, it's 45
I
seconds to
mean, that's
respawn. But
that's pretty
yeah,
big.
it's pretty big. So there is okay. I've just noticed the green team has moved the objective now. They realize that they can't play the same trick again. So
That's gonna make it even tougher for the gold team.
there's a crazy. I think this is a blizzard happening, like the fog and
Oh
wind
yeah,
happening now.
yeah. You can kind of see that snow going.
Yes. So this helps out the attackers move undercover.
All
So
right. They could use that. They could use the help. I think they're getting closer. Some of these rounds I actually think
yes,
I think they were just kind of like pressed for time and then panicked a little bit. But I think if they had a
I
little
think
bit
so.
more time where they were, I think there's a chance that they could have gotten that off. And of course that last one was so close with Safe just kind of just nearly missing it. But it was all down to him, right? If there were even one more member of the
Yes.
gold team alive to just kind of guard Safe, could have been different.
So here's another one of those easy to learn, hard to master things. The mastering part is so there's two ways to extend the time.
Okay.
One is by the radio backpack has a you can use it once per round in the same way like reinforcing your team to add 30 extra seconds. It
Okay.
just gives you 30 more seconds.
Can either
But
either
capturing
side do that?
yes, no, so only the attackers can do that. Only
Okay.
the attackers can do that.
Okay.
But then capturing a farmhouse also adds 30 seconds for each farmhouse that you capture. It's
okay.
plus 30 seconds as an attacker.
And does that carry over round to round? So if I
No,
if I
just for this
okay.
just for this current round. But you are rewarded by capturing a farmhouse with a high explosive artillery shot, so that you
That
can
is a
call
great
in
reward.
to shoot the town. Yeah, and that you can carry over for sure. Devin's moving in down, already in the tree line near the town. Gold team hanging out on their hill, observing, sending rounds into town. Oh, our firing mortars.
You know, the
That's
mortars
great. They're
worked out
loose.
pretty well for them last round, I believe, or the round before.
Yes, yes, yes,
So
100%.
I could see why they might want to start with that this time as well.
D is under heavy fire there.
Yeah, they're kind of all posted up. Devin
Oh,
Devin took quite a bit of space, but is all alone. I don't know if he sees Highway at all. Maybe
No,
not.
highway's down in the river. He's down in the
I don't
river.
know.
It's like a trench down there.
No. There's a couple pings.
Oh.
There's a couple pings, so I think they see each other.
Yeah.
And look,
Yes,
look,
yes,
both
yes.
teams kind of just kind of encroaching in. They have a chance where they could actually look at this kind of surround highway and Neo, but D's also pushing in as well.
Megan's on the flank. Megan's on the flank.
Oh, they're not gonna. Megan has a huge flank here. They're not
Yes.
gonna look.
Megan could clean
Oh,
up.
oh! Did they just passed each other? Ah,
It's a yeah. They're
ooh, safe actually found Megan there. Wow, shots on both sides. This is crazy.
oh no.
I'm rooting for the gold team here. I'm really rooting for them.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
They're so close. They're so close.
They're getting there, man. Yeah, they're watching them like learn in real time is actually pretty enjoyable. So
They were able to
gold team
use that
back to
radio.
full strength.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
gold team
are.
back to full strength.
Do they know? They
Devin's
have to
out.
know. They have
Oh,
to know
no.
Highway's still there though, because I think Highway's the one who found Megan. And the
Yes.
shots are coming out, so they if they didn't know then, they do definitely know now.
Using a lot of time fighting in the river there.
Yeah, you're right. I see the clock ticking. That's rough. That's rough. But they're making their way in now. I can see
They are. Yep.
pushed
Yep.
in.
Yep.
But it's just down to 3 of them.
Oh yeah.
3v5, not terrible. And again, you know, for
It's not
every
terrible,
green
yeah.
member, 45 seconds. That gives them a lot of time to work with.
Again, it's just I think a lot of people's first time playing, so definitely the advantage goes to the defenders. But I'm curious to see if we go to the next match how things pan out again. So
I'm wondering also, it looks like just the way we set up this lobby, I think the defenders here, green team also had a numbers advantage.
yes, they did.
And that
for
might
sure.
make it a little bit tougher for the attackers, I think, as
Yeah.
well. Just being not only down numbers, but also you're the one having to push in an attack.
Yeah, and a 6v7, like that's a lot of bodies out there, so it's a lot of death, a lot of killing. So it's pretty intense. Whereas like that's kind of where we're still trying to find is 5v5 the right number, or maybe 6v6 is where it's at. So gold team moving in. They see the objective. They're on top of it. They're on top of the objective. Oh no!
But green team won the
Oh,
match.
Okay. Oh man. W to the green team.
That's I do though we could see them learning in real time. I think if they had a couple more rounds in them, I do think that the gold team would have figured it out.
I think so.
I think part of it too, just the way we set up these lobbies. I think after watching this, I think that it was tough that the defenders had those extra numbers as well. And I think maybe swapping that could have been a huge difference, at least here. But I mean, it looks like they all had fun. I had fun watching.
So yeah, I'm seeing smiles. I know it was rough. I know it's rough to be the attacker on that end, but I think I want to see them go at it one more time, another match,
Yeah.
and I really think that they're gonna be like, okay, I know what we can do. Now.
I think so too. I think so too.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them like keep the same sides too, because I think
Yeah,
you could tell. I mean, I really think the gold team they were inching closer towards getting a round win, and you could see them like figuring out what they needed to do. But it just came from like little small things, like Megan had a huge flank, but allowing Highway to reflank her, that's tough. That was really, really unfortunate, because I think had that not happened, I think Megan could have had 1, maybe 2 there. A good team
Absolutely.
fights. The mortars, I think, were huge also for gold. They made good
that's
use
the
of that.
thing. A lot of people forget about the utility. Yeah, for sure.
And when we started too, those smokes, I think, were just like you said, really good smoke placement. I think that was like
On
really
point.
good game sense. I can never land my smokes in any game, so I shouldn't be the one placing the smokes. I fear in this game, but yeah, I mean, they seemed to know what they were doing. Ethan just had that great call in the beginning, and I really thought they were going to kind of be able to capitalize off of that in the next run. I think it was just a little bit tough for them, but I think there's a little bit of a learning curve, and in real time we were seeing them figure it out, I think.
Yeah, no. So the artillery currently, the current system is it's kind of a shotgun effect. It's just
Okay.
gonna throw rounds at the town, and it's gonna hit somewhere within the border of the town.
Okay.
In the future, though, like one of the features that I'd love to like be able to spot where you want that round to hit.
Okay.
But
Okay. So
currently, it's just a shotgun effect, so it's a barrage. And you don't know where it's gonna land, so
yeah,
cross your
but you
fingers.
don't know where it's gonna land, but they don't either. So I mean, I think
True.
that puts everyone kind of on equal, kind of an equal playing field there. But yeah, I mean, that was so fun to watch. That was really fun. Um, wow, I'm excited to get in this next one because, like you said, I think some of these players had a chance to kind of like get in and test it out. For some of them, that was their first time. Um, and I think in any game when everyone's starting out, it's easier to be the defenders because you don't really have to do anything but
Oh,
protect.
I couldn't agree more. I think this is it's something that I think if we can break through and see, okay, I understand why we lost, I
Mhm.
understand what we could have done better. I think that's more important than
Mhm.
making sure that it's a 50-50 at all times at all points. Because with any game, I can remember the first time I ever played like Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
I was probably the worst player in the server because I didn't know where to reinforce the wall. I didn't know where to put my, booby traps and stuff.
Yeah.
But once you learn, then you become, aha, I get it. And
I mean,
then,
I still
yeah.
think I'm the worst player in a Rainbow Six lobby at any given time. But I think talking about R6, I do think this game is pretty similar because just the fact that like as you're kind of going around, the map does change and it does kind of affect your play
Yes.
style and what you're doing. And the players have to work around that. And like you said, they kind of went
Hmm.
into a random map, so things might change if we go into a different map the next time, or it's a different season, right? But yeah, I mean, it
Absolutely.
was really cool seeing that was what was that? That was
Bloody Creek is what we're
Bloody
calling that one.
Creek,
Yeah.
Bloody Creek. That was cool. How many maps? How many maps do you guys have right now?
Currently five working maps. So
Okay, okay, a lot to learn, but I don't
yes,
know. That one's my favorite so
this is
far.
the most like I guess quickest map. So that it's like right in your face the moment you start, the moment you're in combat. So we
Yeah.
have other maps that are a bit further, like
Okay.
longer sight lines, but and then other ones that like little to no cover at all. Like you have to construct everything yourself.
Wow.
So good variation.
So just the same way I guess as you can break things, you can construct things as well, like constructing cover in this game.
Yes, yeah, you can
Okay.
construct foxholes, trenches,
Okay.
barriers to block. There's tripwires as well that you can place down that will
Okay.
kill
So
whoever walks through it. So
speaking of booby traps, you can play some in this game as well. Very, very
that's
cool.
right.
And
Yeah,
I think that adds a whole new dimension to a game like this because it's not just like, hey, let me go in and start killing them. It's like how do
correct.
I set this up to protect if I'm a defender, how can I best like protect things? If I'm an attacker, maybe it's how can I place it so I'm watching my back. Maybe I don't get flanked. Or how can I
100%.
best like push in myself. Yeah, very very cool. So I think this is one of those games where like I think every time you play, there's probably a new piece of information you're picking up, and then that's something you can take into your next game.
Correct. Yeah, and I wanted to make these maps different in the sense of maybe you're good at like the close quarter combat, but maybe you really like have found that like long range like suppressing and shooting and trench warfare is your game. So like, being able to adapt from one type of combat environment to the next is kind of like very important, and that's
And
what I wanted just to
yeah,
explore and let people try out. So
I like it. So I guess it does kind of give, I think it gives a refreshing like variability to a game where it's not just like, okay,
yes,
I'm good at everything, so I'm good at this game. I think it really rewards players, like you said, who are adaptable,
yeah,
who can kind of change up how they play, or maybe yeah, they have a strength here, but making sure they can still kind of pick up like maybe where they're lacking a little bit and start kind of studying that and figuring that out. I think that's really going to mark a great player from just a good player. So
wow,
yeah,
yeah,
exciting. I love
you
that.
nailed it.
I love that. I
Yeah,
think
you
that is so
you
fun.
nailed it. Yeah. So one thing I've noticed in a lot of playtests, like especially older gamers, as you get older, you're like more like, oh, I'm not so quick on the draw anymore. But maybe you're now like you're more of a strategist. Like you can
Hmm.
think like, oh, if we place our artillery here and fire mortars at this time,
Hmm.
it allows those that think to actually execute a well
Yeah,
executed strategy, and that's what I like about it. It's
I
not just
I do
quick on
like
the
that.
draw or like who can get headshots. It's a
Yeah,
thinking
there's
person's game. So
definitely a strategic aspect to this game. I mean, I guess every game has a strategic aspect,
Yes.
but I like that this is so involved. But it's not overly complicated. It's not something that you can't figure out what to do. It's more like you said, being adaptable. I think also the fact that there are different rounds, you can carry lives into the next round. It's all about like
Yep.
resource management, lives management. When do we use our radio? Where do we place our
All
chips
in
and
for
our
artillery
flanks and
together. Yeah,
everything?
all that stuff. Yeah.
So I think, like you said, like kind of rewarding. Maybe I'm not the best gunsman, but that's okay because if I know how to correctly manage some of those resources, that can go a long way in a game. Like you said, you saw some other play tests where like things were not looking so hot, and they picked up the radios and were able to call in everybody. I mean, I think that is part of the
Yeah.
game, and that can really swing it because I was worried just when I first heard about it that it's a snowball effect for whoever's winning, whoever has more lives. But
Yes.
now watching it, I can really see that that's not the case at all. There's a lot of other aspects into it that kind of puts everyone on a little bit of a more even playing field.
Yes. Yeah, we're trying. It's still, again, it's pre-alpha. There's still a lot of testing to be done. We're trying to balance it as best that we can to give like attack. So defenders do have an absolute advantage, but we're trying to balance to give attackers more of an advantage with different weapons and different abilities. So it's a process, but it's still early days, and I love the fact that it's already like so fun in and of itself. So once we get that figured out, it's gonna be great, in my opinion. So
Yeah, I think. I mean, I really think this is such a unique concept. But like
it's different, right?
it's different. It is different, and I think that's kind of what you want to see when you're looking at
Yes.
a new game. Something that's different, but not so outlandish that you're like, okay, am I really going to sink time into this? But I think there are so many aspects of this game that kind of scratch the itch for a lot of different types of gamers. And I really like that. I think it's very, very interesting.
Cool. No, yeah, I love it too. Like the last thing I would want to do is make something just a copy of something else. So like,
Hmm.
oh, it's another battle royale or it's another extraction shooter. Like those games are out there. Like even when it comes to like the mill sim part of this game, it's like, oh, that gun isn't realistic. That gun doesn't do that. Like that's cool. There are plenty of games out there for that type of player. This is
Exactly.
just a different take. It's more of a milsim esport hybrid, and that's what I'm really trying to go for with the strategy, a thinking
Hmm.
person's game, plus the combat and quick time to kill. And
Hmm.
yeah, it's
I
that's what I really enjoy
I
about it.
do like it, and I think I love that you mentioned kind of like teams and maybe like esports um, going into that because I can see how later having a designated team where it's not just random
Hmm.
players, not that this game wouldn't be fun with random players, but I think
I think so. I think
we'll
it could work. Yeah.
see like a huge I feel like a lot of teams are gonna enjoy the aspect of like, okay,
Yes.
I'm the gunsman, so I'm doing this. I'm a really great IGL. I'm a good strategist. Like maybe, like you said, I'm not as quick on my draw, but if I know what we need to do to win, and I have players
Correct.
around me who can
100%.
execute that vision, and who are adaptable,
That's
I
it.
can see how I really think having a strong team behind you, as you're learning this game. I mean, I think the skill ceiling can be so high in a game like this because I think there's so
Sure.
many different little pieces, and as these teams kind of figure out like this works and this doesn't and this is how we adapt them, I really think uh, I mean, I think teams are gonna have a great time with this. Yeah, I
That's
genuinely
yeah.
think so.
I think so. Like that's my hope is to really like I want to lean into the esport and the team aspect.
Hmm.
Like I want your team to kind of be your character, and I want this to. Oh, did you lose my video?
I
Sorry.
lost your video, but I still
Um,
hear you.
yeah, but so I want it to be. I'm still sharing video, but yeah. So I want it to be like a football team or a basketball team. Like you're all wearing the same jersey. You're all kind of
Hmm.
like rallying behind the same colors in the same way like you guys have the Point Park Esports logo back there. Like to me, that's what I want to embrace and lean towards is to put color, put style, put flair, like even putting the logo in the game of your special team, like getting it lights, camera, action, and like you feel like you're in something official. Like that to me is very important, and I would love to really have that part in the game. So
Yeah, I mean, I think like you said, this is still pre-alpha, but I definitely
yes,
see
that's the plan.
the
Yeah,
kind of components and how that could feasibly fit in. Yeah, I mean,
Uh-huh.
I only watch one game. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
You guys get to see me play the third game, but maybe don't watch me. I'm nervous. No, but yeah, I think there's a lot of cool. It's a very dynamic game. And I do think like, you're not gonna get every piece just like we just watch one game.
No, of course not.
But
Yep.
I think even just watching them figure it out, I think slowly figuring it out. Like I also think it's kind of fun because it keeps the game fresh and new, and it's not just like, okay, yeah, I extracted this, or oh, I
Right.
interacted with it for 20 seconds. Okay, let's do it again. Oh, let me just like puppy guard the radio. Like I think there's so many other pieces that go into it, and
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to constantly kind of keep adapting and moving and figuring out what to do.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Well, we saw,
very
yeah,
cool.
Aricast last match was just camping that objective, right? So now maybe the teams know that, oh, there's always a camper on the
Yeah,
objective. Let's throw grenades in there before we attack it, right? So it's the
yeah.
adapting part.
But and like you said, I mean, I think there's a lot of utility, and we saw a little bit of it last game, but I think like you
Yep.
said, these teams are still just learning kind of what they need to
Yes.
do. We really only saw one round where Safe was
Yep.
able to get in there and even attempt to kind of interact with that radio. Which was unfortunate, but we could see them kind of inching closer as a team towards getting that. So I think that's the next step, right? It's okay, I was able to get in there, but if somebody's in there, maybe I do have to use some of my utility. Maybe I have to make sure I have grenades to throw in there. Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
I think that's a huge part of it because that's another thing I was looking at is, I think we didn't always get a chance to see it because I think time was ticking down, and so we didn't really get to see a lot of just kind of pushes on this objective. But I think
Yep.
just the fact that like you don't know where they can be, and are you clearing and are you looking, and I think that's a huge part. I mean, we saw a couple where they were just playing running around the rosy outside, but I think as you go into these buildings to kind of try to get that, and you're trying to find where the objective is, you have to be on the lookout for defenders because I mean, they have it easier, right? They spawn there, they know where it is, they get to set up however they want. And like you said, it's not even just where they are, it's where did they put trips, and where are
Yep.
all these like traps, and where are these things I need to avoid. And we didn't
There
get
are,
to
yeah,
see
there are
that,
ways to
but
counter all this stuff, but yeah,
yeah,
it's, yeah,
I mean,
there's so many different variables. So
I think that's what I would be interested in seeing is
yeah.
maybe these teams, maybe the defenders figure out this is how we play stuff, and maybe the attackers
Yes.
walk into it, so next time they're like, okay, how do we clear that?
A
But
meta forms, yes,
like you
100%. Yeah.
said, as they play, I mean, I think that's just things you learn along the way. You learn by
That was
making
one of the
mistakes.
things. Yeah. 100%. Like that was always my intention was to every time like you come into the space, it's not about memorization. Like, oh,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go around this corner, lob a grenade, someone will be there, I'll get 2 kills, I'll move
Mhm.
in here. It's every time you go into a space, it's something kind of fresh and new. You have to take your time. You have to
Mhm.
like observe, you have to be aware, and rewarding players that are more aware and observant is where I wanted to go, as opposed to players that just simply memorize the game enough to
Yeah.
where like a guy who's got like 2 kids and a full-time job and a life outside of the game,
Can
he'll
still
get his
play.
butt kicked if he comes in if it's a game about memorization because he doesn't have time to memorize this, but this gives him at least a fighting chance to be like, okay,
Mhm.
it's a new space. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I think not even just as each map a new space, like you said, each round is a new
Yes.
space. Um, and I do like that, and I think even we saw one time we did see that they were able to get, I believe it was West Farm there on Bloody Creek,
Yep.
and then it was taken back, and then they didn't really attempt to capture another one, which I think
Yeah,
was
that might
probably
have been their downfall, to be honest. It could have been their
it
downfall.
could have been their downfall, I think. But also, I think I think maybe for that first game, it was good that they stayed together because I think the one time they
Yep.
had those two separate points, I think they had a hard time figuring out where they needed to go, and they were just like
After
ambushed and
that, yeah.
outnumbers. But I agree. I mean, I do think there's so many different parts of that, and that means like there's so many different angles to watch. So like you said, it's not always, oh, I go around this corner and someone's gonna be there because they could come from the
Mm-hmm.
completely other side. And so, yeah, I mean, it really kind of rewards staying sharp and adaptable and making sure you have a good strategy down. But it
Sure.
also, does reward that gameplay. And so I think
Yes.
there's so many different kind of facets that go into this.
One thing is if the attackers capture every single house around the town, they have surrounded the defenders, and the defenders can no longer call in that reinforcement from their radio. They're blocked. So
Oh, that is
yeah,
that actually is huge. So maybe that could have been their downfall. Then you're right, because I
it
think
could have been. Well, I think it wasn't necessarily that reason. It was just like
yeah,
a, grabbing a farmhouse gives you more artillery to fire, more places to attack from. I
right.
think that could have really helped them in the later rounds.
Yeah,
So
I think too we started seeing them use like some of those mortars and some of that utility,
yes, and
and
it
so
worked. It
it did
worked. Did it
work.
not? Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
think you're right. Like, had they kind of maybe after they started using that, like regrouped and been like, okay, let's take
Yes.
another
Yes.
one. Let's try that again. Let's see.
Focus our fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it did work, and I think that was the round, right? That Safe was able to get in there. I think because they had a couple
Yep.
good kills off the bat. And I think another thing too is like I don't know if they were able to do it or if they were even trying, but if they can kind of secure the other team's radio, I think that's another
It's possible.
pretty big
It's
bonus.
one of the
It's
it's very
tough.
rare. Like you got to find it. Yeah.
I mean,
So
it's not you can't really make that like your main primary objective, but I think if
no,
you're in the
it's a
position to do
definitely
that,
big bonus. Yeah.
because I mean, we did see right the gold team was able to kind of isolate that green radio that one time. They kept trying
Yep.
to go in
Yep.
and
Yep.
claw from it, and they just like couldn't get to it. Um, so yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
I think
yeah.
yeah, it's like having that like that radio being in the middle of the road when the guy got killed and it dropped it in the middle of the road. That's huge because you're putting your team's like lifeline in harm's way. You kind of like want to really take care of like a little like a baby. You want to like no, like I'm gonna take it to a safe area. It's kind of dumb to take it to the middle of a
No,
firefight.
yeah. But
You,
maybe they're
yeah,
not expecting you to do that either. I don't know. Maybe.
correct. That's true.
Never let them know your next move. Never.
Yes.
Um, one question I did have, because obviously we're kind of watching from a top-down view, which I actually really enjoyed because it kind of gave us a bigger picture on what was going on. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about the actual gunplay itself.
Yes.
So headshots are one shot headshots then across the board? Okay, well
Correct.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't know anything about that, but
One shot to the face or head, you're gone. So
well, luckily for whoever's my opponent, I'm a free shot then if you can hit my head.
yeah.
Maybe I need
Just,
to
all you gotta do is just take cover, stay alive, just stay hidden. You'll be fine. So
tell me a little bit more, okay, about the situations where you could kind of create that cover. I know you said there are different things that you can build.
yes.
In what kind of situations are you able to do that, and what do you need to do that?
Yeah. It's in the pre-phase, so before the match begins, there's like a 1 minute, I think it's a minute and a half amount of time to prepare your plan, your strategy. And during that phase, you have currently our current setup is you can only build one of each piece. So one trench, one mortar, one foxhole, one barrier. Like
Per round?
there's others, but
Or per
for the
game?
entire for the entire game
Okay.
per person. So each person
Okay.
can place one of each. So 5 mortars, 5 machine guns, yada yada. It goes on.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So you do it in that stage where you can like, okay, I'm in this. What we were basically watching that spectator view from above.
Mm-hmm.
That's what view that they're planning in. They're placing their spawn points.
Okay,
They're
so
placing their weapons.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So right now they're counting down. They're placing their stuff in their positions that they want, and yeah, it's they got to work within those boundaries that they have, and you place stuff down in places that you think will be useful, and you can always upgrade them too. So one thing we haven't seen, which I'm hoping we'll see this round, is an upgraded foxhole, which if you upgrade as a team, so each player, I can click on your foxhole that you've made and upgrade it.
Okay.
And we can all do it as a team. If we reach the highest level of upgrade, it can either be a 50 cal machine gun to suppress the town, like it delivers crazy amount of suppression,
Oh.
or a Mark 19, which is an automatic grenade launcher. Which
Oh. Okay, that's huge.
It's fun. It's fun.
So for me to upgrade your foxhole, is that me using my one foxhole for the match, or can I upgrade anytime?
Yeah, exactly. No, 100%. So you can only do it once per round. So once you've placed a foxhole,
Okay.
then you can't upgrade others because you've already placed one. But if you don't place a foxhole and I place one, you can click on mine and upgrade it. So you're using your cost, which you'll still be able to place your foxhole in the future, but you're sacrificing the upgrade for the moment, right? So
Okay, I see.
it's a work in progress. So in the future, we're going to have like a currency system where each person will have like $100 and you can spend 25 to upgrade and, $10 to place your spawn
Okay.
point and, $25 to, I don't know, to build a mortar. Like
Right. Like a
TBD.
currency system. Huh. Okay, very cool.
Yeah, it's all pretty complicated, but once you're in there, you'll see the buttons. You'll kind of see it like, oh, a trench, and then you can rotate it and place it wherever you want. So,
Okay.
oh, they've done it. They placed the foxhole right there.
All right.
It's kind of hidden behind the word South Farm on the ground.
Oh, I see. Okay,
They
that's what
upgrade
that is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Good job.
We
Good
might
job,
we might
team.
see some explosions, some pretty explosions, more explosions than we did before. So. Oh, and check the weather. We're in spring or summer. I'm not sure which, but we're in summertime. Summertime, bottom middle. You can see we're in the summer.
Oh, yeah, it does say. Oh, wait, that's interesting. Okay. I noticed like when it was getting later, it was getting darker, but that's the time of day, the weather
Yep.
as well? Okay.
Yeah, and so the attackers can actually pay, or not pay, they can advance the time of day to give their team a favorable weather condition. So if they notice the attackers, they see a weather forecast, and they'll
Oh,
see,
okay,
oh,
okay.
the soon to come, the next weather to come is a thunderstorm. Let's advance the time of day, reach the thunderstorm, so we'll attack during the cover of a thunderstorm. So,
Gotcha. And how do you do that? Is
yeah.
that another thing where one player can do it once per
Yes.
game or okay.
Yep. Exactly. Everybody can do everything one time. So
Okay. Cool. Very cool.
that's the current phase. So here we go. Same teams as before, I take it, aren't we? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do think one thing that is still going to be tough is you have an extra person on the defender. However, I do think. Oh, I'm already starting to hear those shots. I do think the attackers are starting to realize that. Wait, no, wait. What is that? A tank wreck? So they're
Yeah, they're gathering supplies from there at the tank wreck.
okay.
Oh,
Oh, and they're heading to the
mortar.
East Farm.
oh, yes, they got the Mark 19. It's overshooting. They need to aim it lower.
Okay.
It's firing 5 rounds of automatic grenade launcher is what it is.
I see the pings coming out too.
The attackers are much more they're much more aware this time. They know what
Yeah,
they're doing.
you can see. Oh, they won it. They won it this time. They're ready.
Yes.
This already
They've been
looks
talking, for
totally
sure.
different than what we kind of
Yep.
saw at the beginning last time. So I think they definitely used that break to kind of strategize a little bit and figure out, okay, like what exactly did we not do last time that maybe we need to? And you can see already safe in Devon.
Yep,
near
already.
that South Farm. And they're sticking together too. I like this teams of two.
Teams of 2 is actually really, really good. That's a great strategy. I would
that.
do that all the time. Yeah.
Because even right, let's say they kind of get a kill on you, you can still get that trade out, which I think is
Yep.
huge,
Yep.
especially when you're kind
Break
of pushing
even,
into
yep.
so much territory. But
So yeah, green team's already down a person, so
good.
it's even. It's even,
It's back
6v6.
even. Tell me a little bit about the health in this game. Like, let's say they don't shoot you in the head. Do you regen or does it come back or are you just stuck where it's at?
You're locked in right now. There's no regen system
Okay.
quite yet. I'm looking at that for sure. I think it's absolutely going to be in the final game, absolutely. But currently, you get shot in the chest. It takes you down. I think it's around 30% health. So 3 chest shots, you're pretty much dead.
Okay.
But one headshot, you're out. So you add them all up, and then the limbs, it's about like 5 or 6. Like if I shoot you in the hand 5 times,
Right.
you'll die. So if you do the math, it's around 3 rounds to kill, 3 hits to kill somebody,
Okay.
roughly. So
And there's unlimited
yeah, look at
ammo
this. There's,
apparently, right?
Yes, currently there's unlimited magazines. You'll have 30 rounds per magazine, but you can reload as many times.
Okay. Very cool.
Bryce is being real gutsy here with that radio.
Yeah, I see that. All
They've
by
got the
himself
East
too?
Farm. That's actually great.
Yeah,
East Farm is great. This is
that
gonna
was a
yeah.
good pickup. Good pickup, and
That-
I wonder if they're gonna
all covered in trees. Everything
Yeah,
is,
that's
so,
like the amount of coverage that has. I mean, I think that's huge. And they're kind of all perched in the trees too, which I think gives them a lot of cover, like you said.
Look at that. Yeah. Green team's down, lost 2 people already.
They're doing
Gold
a
team's
great
down
job.
1.
They're doing a great
Yep,
job this time, Gold Team.
In the future, we're going to have a first-person view perspective. So as spectators, we're watching from above, but we'll be able to cycle. We can click
Okay.
on Megan and watch from her perspective and cycle through
Awesome,
that.
like a full observer client. That would be cool to see.
Yes.
But I do think the fact that we're able to top down click it. Oh, Ethan and Megan are. Oh, Megan found Ethan actually. Great job. Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice, nice, nice. Oh.
Oh, yes.
Wait.
Big
Megan
time.
and Ethan. Wait. Oh, there's an Ethan on both teams.
Is there really Ethan on both?
There
There is 2
yeah.
Ethans. Okay.
I was like,
Oh, no.
I was positive Ethan was on the same team, but
Look at this. Gold team is cleaning. Oh, artillery. Wow. Our gold team is cleaning up.
I wonder when the radio's gonna come in.
Gold team wants revenge, man. They want
Yeah, they
big-time
do. They're
revenge.
ready.
They got to pick up that radio. I'm a little delayed, but yeah, sorry if I'm.
Oh,
seconds
under
behind.
wait. Oh, Devin's getting kind of pinched there by Undergodly. But look at Megan. Wait. Look how much space Megan's taking.
No. Gold team had the advantage. Now they're losing it.
And they lost the radio too when Bryce went down. That's tough. Megan needs to find this kill on Possessed. Yes, and that's the wait. That's the radio. If she can go recover that radio, she can still call in reinforcements.
Yep. Yeah, she can. Yes. They haven't used it yet. It's open. It's free. Oh my god. Oh, she's going to the HQ.
Oh, did she know that was
It's
the
okay.
radio? She needs to get that. Okay, she
I
can
don't
get
think
soap
so.
though.
I don't think so.
She can get
'Cause
soap.
you- Oh, she sees her other radio. Oh no.
Soap's gonna be able to pick up that radio though.
Yep.
So 1v2, but Gold just isn't able to get those radios. That's
Mega's going for it. She's going for it, isn't she? She's gonna grab the radio.
okay. Yes. Okay. She got the radio, but they have their radio as well. So I guess
Hold it.
everyone
You gotta pick it up.
they both have radios.
Yes,
they
for
lost the
5.
Heat Farm?
Bring everybody. Yes, everybody. Yes, everybody's back in. Full teams. Full. Everybody's back to full strength.
But they lost
oh my
East
God.
Farm. They lost East Farm. Look,
Yeah, but
look. Undergodly went all the way over there. Oh, he's the one that got 2 kills
Megan
on a huge flank and then recovered the farm. That's rough.
Oh, it's Megan's on the objective. Is she on the objective?
Yeah, she is. She is timer stopped. Wait.
Oh my God.
Wait. They're not even pushing. Wait, D's right there.
Oh my God.
How long has it been? Why am I so nervous? I want Gold to win a round so badly. They did it! They did it!
There you go. Megan for the win, man. Look at that.
All right. Way to go, Megan. That's huge.
Yo. See. Oh my God.
That's huge.
Now the tables have turned. So now we get to see green team's kicked out of the town, and now they're attacking not from South Farm, but from North Farm. So it's like they're pushed the opposite direction. So
Okay.
look at that. And look at the live counts too.
That's huge for Gold Team. Like, so here's a question. They
Yes.
swap sides. Any
Yep.
farms that were kind of captured, what happens when you swap sides?
It all becomes under your control. So you can
Okay.
see now, so gold team basically controls everything, but they can only spawn and work inside of the town itself. So it's reversed, it's flipped. So now the green team has to push in,
Okay.
capture the other farms, and yeah. So as defenders, you're only allowed to work inside of the town.
Right.
But the
okay.
attackers, if you capture farmhouses around the town, you can work from those farmhouses as much as you want. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So as a
And now
defender,
every oh, sorry, go ahead. Go
oh,
ahead.
as a
Sorry.
defender, capturing the farm back just prevents them from using it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
But it also rewards the person who did the capturing to take it back.
Okay.
It rewards that one person with an extra artillery shot. So I'm not sure. Was it? It was underdog.
Yes.
He should have 3 artillery shots this round instead of everybody else has 2. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So
yes.
you start with 2. Everybody begins with 2 artillery shots for the entire game. But if you capture a farmhouse, you get a +1.
Okay.
Capture another farmhouse, +1.
And is that for either side capturing a farmhouse?
Yes, exactly. Okay. So as a defender, if you take a farmhouse back that was captured by the attackers, you get a +1, but you're a defender, you can't use it until you're the attacker. So it's just to give more advantage and more incentive for the attackers to capture things. So here we go. Now it's tables have turned. Green team needs to show that they actually have what it takes to attack. So
all right.
Let the
but
games
this is
begin.
interesting. So we haven't seen these teams kind of.
No.
So they're having to figure
shuffled.
out a whole new kind of mechanic.
Yes.
This is interesting.
They got to learn what to do. Yeah. They're getting it though. Gold, you could literally see Gold had a plan and they executed it. And Megan, the MVP of the last round, if they hold out and win, she'll be the MVP of the game, in my opinion. Crazy.
That was huge. Well, which was crazy because
huge.
underdogs had that huge like 2K and then the recapture the farm, and I thought that was it. And the fact that Megan couldn't get the radios for a bit, but wow, what a huge play.
Yeah. Oh, Ethan just went down. He got caught running across the open field without suppressing fire. So one thing that's incorporated in this game is suppressing fire. What happens if you see somebody shooting and the bullet whizzes past your head, your character won't be able to aim straight. So what will happen is you get a lot of people shooting back and forth. They're suppressed. So what you want to do is shoot at the enemy that you see to help people move across an open field. So the green team is, look at this, they're spreading out. They're already capturing farmhouses quickly.
It's interesting because they're just swapping sides, but neither of these teams have really, like, they kind of have an idea of, like, this is what we were doing, so this is what we could stop.
Yep.
So Megan's behind this wall. Okay.
Yep. She's behind. So Megan was exposed because she's a defender, but she entered into the enemy's primary zone.
Right. Okay.
And so she was basically, it's like in, if anybody's ever played Rainbow Six Siege, it's like spawn camping or stepping out of the house.
Oh,
you're exposed.
Right. Okay.
She's doing a great job. She's already got a kill.
Okay. All right.
She knows if she steps into that zone, she's going to be, oh, she goes down. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a little delayed, but yeah, that was great by Megan. That's actually really smart.
I liked it though. And I mean, look how much time that kind of took.
Correct. Yeah. And she got a kill too. So one Ethan is out of the game. So the other Ethan, we don't know where he's at.
Don't know where gold Ethan is, but green Ethan is out. Okay, so I can kind of see them. I see them up, kind of. What is that? That is, which farm is that? The north farm, starting to push in from there.
Yep.
And now I wonder. So when they were on the other side, gold team started south farm, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so
gold team started at South Farm.
You can see them kind of pushed up by South Farm, and I wonder if they're expecting the green team to also come from South Farm.
I don't think so. Like, I'm pretty so they should know exactly where they're coming from. But right now, we've played for so long, they could be coming. Ooh.
Wow, that was good.
Friendly fire. They killed it. Like,
That's
funny. I think
funny.
one person died to their own artillery.
That is funny. That's funny. Oh, that is a good question, though. Is there friendly fire in this game, like not artillery, with shots?
Yes, you can shoot, yes. I'm trying to make the mechanic to where it's not so punishing. So if I kill you and you're on my team, in the future, you're not going to lose a life. Because I think that sucks. Like, say if you have 1 life and I shoot and kill you and now you have 0.
That is kind of rough.
Yeah. So it's one thing we're going to have to figure out, but I need to figure out how to actually make it first before I can do that. So look at this town. This town is
Yeah.
annihilated.
And look at
Not some.
Neo just kind of poking around in here too. Like you said, I mean,
Yeah,
it is so cool that like as kind of buildings are hit, they kind of distract and
it
it does
opens up.
change. Yeah.
This town, yeah, not so many trees left standing anymore in the middle of that town. So,
Mhm. Good smoke, but unfortunately Neo I think is
yep,
just kind of searching, and Bryce is up there with the objective like all the way south, but looks like
yep.
more of the green team kind of starting to make their way down here.
They
Safe
do
danger
have East
though.
Farm, which is good. So they're good there.
They do, but
They
look,
have
Safe
one
Danger
farmhouse.
is making his way back up. I don't know if he's gonna try to retake East Farm
Yeah.
or not. I can't tell, or if
Oh,
he's going in for a huge flank, one of the two. Either way should
gold team back
really
to full
reward
strength.
him. Oh, good. That was a good callback for them.
Yep. They're they're being very slow and strategic. Green team. I actually think it's a good deal. They have a minute 30, but and if they don't get it, it's not the end of the world. But
I think
they're
sometimes
doing very well.
even just I can see how much damage that did. Wow, holy.
Yes.
Um, I think sometimes even if they're
Ooh.
not able to get it, just finding a lot of information, but lots of shots are coming out. And everyone's kind of spread out. There goes Megan.
They need to get that radio RTO on gold team. Should
Yeah,
bring
they
them back.
really need that.
Megan and Ethan are out on gold team.
Oh man, this is looking
Reese-
pretty rough here for gold team. But again, I mean they still have I think Bryce.
They have the town.
They
Yeah,
have
they
the
have the
town.
town. Green team, they're getting close. Green team is they're on the right side of the river now. So
Yeah, Finn has a pretty big flank over here if he's able to just kind of spot some from behind. But unfortunately,
oh
like we said,
man.
they have the town. The green team has the town, and the two remaining players are kind of spread out right here.
They are so close to the objective that they. Oh wow! There's two things that you can hear that lead you to the or three things. So the objective has an antenna on top of the house, and
Okay.
it also makes like a Morse code beeping sound.
Gotcha. That's what that was.
Okay. So there you go. Gold team holds on, but man, did they take a lot of death. So a lot of kills that round.
Now, is there a way, let's say I lost, my team lost the round pretty bad, and I'm like, you know what, we don't even want to fight this round, I'll just give you another round, I want to put an extra life on my counter for next round. How is that, is there a way to do that? How do I do that?
For the are you talking from the defender's point of view or the attacker's point of view?
I guess either point of view.
Either.
Well,
So-
I guess if they won, then I
Mhm.
become the attacker, right? So it would be the
Correct.
attacker.
Yeah, so the attackers do have the option, and there's a bonus to this. So this is another one of those like added features. So the radio person, the radio operator, can withdraw. Basically, they'll sacrifice the loss, but gain a bonus life. So right now, you see everybody on gold team has 1 or 2 lives.
Right.
If they would have withdrawn, everyone would have had 2 or 3 lives. Does that make sense?
Right.
So, but we would have lost. Like, oh, we tried our best. Let's just the last second we're going to withdraw, and we'll gain an extra bonus life
Oh.
towards the next round.
So, you
So that's
can
one of the
withdraw at any
strategies totally
point.
to play. So
You can withdraw then at any point, not just at the start.
correct. Yeah, as long as you have the radio and you're inside friendly territory, you got to be inside the one of those green territory zones. Oh, here we go. Some heavy rain, or is this fog? I can't tell. Oh,
It
it's just
looks like
fog. It's fog. Okay, it's night and it's foggy. So this is gonna be rough for
Wow.
us as observers, but this is gonna be a laser light show. Just watch. So
So I would imagine then. I mean, obviously it's gonna be tougher for us, but we'll see like their little names above. But it'll be rougher for
Yep.
them as well to
correct.
see what's going on. That actually is pretty good for the attackers, right? I mean, it gives them a lot of cover as they try
Absolutely.
to push in.
Yep. That's one of the big strategies is to like use the weather to your advantage. You see that the forecast is for fog and rain? Well, that's a good time to attack. They can't see us as we get close. So, green team doing a big push to West Farm. Big push.
Okay, I can see that. That's smart if you send everyone in there to just kind of take that farm.
Yep.
So the defenders, they can't take North Farm, right? Or
Correct. So yes, North Farm is off limits.
okay.
Like the attackers need at least one farmhouse,
Right.
or else the game will be broken. So they cannot take North. So
And I think I
yeah,
just
this is
heard...
one of those matches. This is one of those rounds where it's nighttime, foggy. You're hearing the crickets, and like no one wants to take a shot because the first time you shoot, everyone's gonna know. It's one of those sneaky vibes. So
I think I also just heard that they're actually going to play this as a best of 5, which means if gold
okay,
team is able to win here defending, that means
they'll
that
take it.
they'll win. So green team's really got to pull it together. They did great that
Okay,
first
so this-
time, but they were defending the whole time.
Yep. No, but yeah, but hell of an attack by the gold team to
Yeah.
take the town. So
I mean, that was huge. That was huge. Megan did such a great
huge.
job.
Megan, wow, yeah, immortalized in Outflank history. So
That was great. So I can see that green team just took this west farm here, which also adds 30
Yep.
seconds to the clock, gives them a little bit more time to push in, and electing to stick
Correct.
together, which I think can be huge,
look at this
especially-
train of wow.
especially when there's fog and it's nighttime. I mean, they can just kind of pick off this gold team one by one if they're kind of pushing in like that.
This could either be genius or really terrible for the green team.
I guess
If
it
they
depends.
all get caught out,
Yeah.
oh my god.
It depends what kind of utility they have also, because like,
Oh, they're called yes. I think
Okay.
they're all calling in their artillery shots, and then they're gonna push in an attack.
making their way. A couple
Oh.
lives lost already too as well. That's gold team Ethan down. Like you said, they're all pushing.
This is incredible. Green team, I've never seen anything. This is incredible to see. They are extremely well coordinated. This is lovely. Wow.
Oh look, Megan again though.
Megan's
Huge
flanking.
flank.
Wow.
I think. Wait, is she going for the farm? She might be going for the farm.
She could be going for the farm.
But Finn, look, Finn all there alone. He's gonna have to
Finn,
try to get some
yep.
shots off. Look, you can just see him kind of like spinning in circles there, running out. He's still alive for
Oh
now.
my
I don't know
God.
how he lived that long.
Oh no.
I don't know how he lived that long.
Wow. Look at that. Oh my god. How did Finn survive?
I have
What's-
no idea.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I was a little delayed. Wow. Green team. Where's he? Yeah. Oh, flares out. Look at that.
Wow.
Good luck spotting anybody in this. Yeah.
Megan's still in a pretty nasty flank. Bryce is alone with the radio though. And
Yep.
if he gets a little bit too aggressive and active there, I'm worried that they'll lose their radio.
Oh my god. Yeah, that 45-second respawn timer for the defenders is really
That is
showing itself right now.
rough. That's rough. I can see that. Especially when you have all the attackers pushing in together.
Oh,
Wait, look at
smoke.
Megan. Megan's on highway right now. Goes behind. I think just looking to see what she can find. Finds the underdog. Shots are coming out. No one's dead yet.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This town is burning. This town is on fire. Look at this.
I guess it helps if it's on fire and it's so dark. All right,
I
the
guess,
radio is
yeah.
called in though. Gold team's back. Oh, safe. Oh, safe got their radio down.
Oh wow.
That's huge. And he's picking it up. Okay, second radio found. Okay, wait, that's huge.
It's still,
That's
yeah, wow.
huge.
This is huge.
Unfortunately, he's kind of stuck on his own, but they're going to call in the reinforcements again. That's right? Is that what just happened? That's what just happened.
Yes.
So that means there's no
yes.
radio then for green team to be able to call in reinforcements.
That's right.
That's huge. This 45-second timer, I think, is going to be a problem. But if they can't kind of get enough of the gold team offline, they're looking at up numbers here.
Yeah.
And time is ticking.
They got enough time, but they're running out of lives. That's what they're running out of. Green team, they had it. They had the advantage, and I think they took too long.
They did, and I think the other thing that was rough is gold team was able to use 2 of those radios to call their team back in.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's
this is rough.
it's still tight. This isn't over. This is not over.
No.
3 green versus 4 gold.
If they can
At
find
least from my
Ethan
point of
here.
view. Heavy rain coming down too, so this is going to cause some flooding in the middle of town.
This is so strange. Green team was all together when they pushed in, and now they're just kind of separated out. There they are. Okay. Some
They
fighting
had a
going
great,
on.
yeah.
So that's Gold's radio, but they can't call in their team, correct? Because it's already been done twice.
Yeah, it's already been used, so yeah, it's
unfortunate.
We call it being burned. You've already burned it.
They have been burned just like this town.
Yes. And now the fire and water elements going on here.
Like, can definitely tell a war's happened here. Holy moly.
Yeah, that's the evolution of the level for sure.
And with that being time, Bloody Creek was successfully defended. Gold team. That's great. I mean, Megan really just won that game, right?
Yes.
Like she
Megan
won
is
that
the
game.
absolute goat.
The goat, the MVP.
Oh, unbelievable.
Wow.
That was
incredible. That was incredible. Oh my goodness. I can really see how it does kind of shift and sway. So, and I like the kind of mechanic of, okay, well, if you successfully attack, now you're defending it because you control it. So, I mean, really, you let it go once and like it just slides out from under you. Wow. I mean,
absolutely.
It looks like a lot of fun. I mean, that was so cool. Shout out to Megan for really just winning them that round.
Yeah, no, wow. It was incredible. Like that was some of the best like situational awareness. She knew that the radio was there. She had to call that in. Then she knew she was right near the enemy objective. All of the enemy ran to defend the new wave that was coming, and she just kind of snuck behind and went up the stairs and stole it.
Man, that was beautiful.
Crazy.
And then, unfortunately, right, the green team didn't know how to attack yet because they had been defending that whole time, so weren't able to do it. So I guess both teams up a game, but I can definitely see both teams starting to figure out these mechanics. We saw a lot more of those farms and those objectives being taken, and we saw I think more strategic like plans in place. Whether or not it worked out, who's to say? But yeah, very interesting.
I would love to. Yeah, like you can see that both teams now had the taste from both sides of the ball. Like what would a game 3 be like? And this is where the whole competitive nature of this game comes into it. So
well, luckily I think we will have a game 3. We are gonna swap.
Yes, but on a new map.
Game,
new map. Yes.
I will be sitting in for Ari, and she will be joining you up here. So we'll see if I learned anything from you when I go in.
I'll give you a tip.
Okay.
Just survive.
Give me all the tips.
Survive and shoot.
Survive and shoot.
Don't
shoot back.
Survive. Okay. Shoot back. That's all you gotta do.
I'll try my best. I'll make
this. I believe in you.
I don't know. Watching them though, I mean, I could see them figuring it out as they went, and I got to watch, but I haven't been kind of in the server yet, so I'm nervous.
Yep.
One thing I did want to ask you about though is I know you did a playtest partnered with the Wounded Warrior Project, and I know that kind of meant something special to a lot of people working on the game. So I was hoping if you could just kind of share a little bit about that with us and tell us what that meant to you.
Oh, that was incredible. So yeah, I'm a veteran myself. My business partner, co-founder Lewis, we're both veterans of the U.S. Army. I was in the 3rd Infantry Division. He was in the 82nd Airborne. So being able to be partnered like at that time and still working with the Wounded Warrior Project, it's incredible. Like our whole mission with Old Glory Studios is to kind of honor those that serve, not just military, but also like police, firefighters, EMT. That's one of our kind of big goals is when we do release Victory's Grave Outflank is that anyone that, if you can, like, obviously you have to prove to us that you've served and are a veteran of any kind or a current active service member, you will get the game for free. So for us, that's super important to kind of just put that out there as we are a veteran owned, veteran made studio and we support everything. That's why we're Old Glory Studios is we love the USA. We love the this country. We love the people that serve this country. So shout out to everybody that's done that. And we love you. So yeah, it's been great.
I love that. I love that kind of Old Glory Studios was kind of founded with this kind of this mission and this vision, and I love that you guys were able to work with Wounded Warrior and Project to kind of, you know, like you said, you're still in the pre-alpha, but the fact that you were already able to kind of do some of that, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, and
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Loved
I'm
it.
so glad that that worked out, and I
It
mean,
was an honor. It was an honor to host them. So yeah.
well, I mean, thank you for your service, and of course, from everyone at Old Glory Studios, and of course, anyone who's watching who is active duty or a former veteran. Thank you for your service as well,
Salute
and
to you.
hopefully, you guys enjoy the game when it comes out. But I enjoy
Yes.
watching it. Yeah, I love that, and I think having kind of that vision and that idea, I love that, and I think that does mean a lot. So thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you, Matt, for teaching me a little bit. I am
Yeah. Thank you.
going to hop off so I can get in the server, and I'm going to welcome Ari in, and that'll be interesting because I'm going to get to see it for the first time, but also coming in as someone who did play, you know, that'll offer a little bit of a different insight as we hop into this third game.
Good luck. I'll
Thank
be
you.
watching.
I'll need it. I'll need it. Don't watch me too hard. Nobody watching me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on back to the Point Park Esports broadcast. Today, we're trying out a brand new game, something that's still in the work. Hello, my name is Ari Kest here with Matt Paddock, right? Paddock?
Doc, it's cool.
Patak. Dang!
It's
I'm
always
gonna get there.
butchered. Trust me, I'm so used to it. I'm so used
Okay,
to it.
Patak. Okay, we will remember this name because this game will go down in history and in old glory, as we can see here working with their
Oh,
studios. But
I
yeah,
like
for
that.
maybe some of the people that are just joining us, do you have any kind of words to describe, hey, what's the deal with the game? What's it called? And what's it like?
Yeah, it's pre alpha, so we're still early days. What you're going to see is a work in progress. I still like to put a lot of love and tender care into what you're seeing, so hopefully it should be like good visuals, good effects, good sound for those that are listening. Like I put a lot of love and soul into this, but it's got a lot of work to do, and I'm here to like let Point Park play it out and give me a lot of good advice from professional esports teams, and like I really value these kind of opinions. So it's the only way to grow is to learn from others. So
That's
that's why I'm
exactly
here.
right. Yeah, I mean, even with the past two games, kind of jumping back now, we did have two matches that were played. I was actually part of them, if anybody was aware in chat or, on the crew watching maybe. And yeah, there is certainly some things. Obviously, the game's still in the works, but I quite enjoyed myself. I thought it was fun, and we can kind of talk about stuff as we notice it. But otherwise, I mean, you kind of mentioned in the green room a little bit that it was the balance of that defensive and attacking side.
Yeah.
And I mean, we did at least see one attacking round go their way. Granted, I think not to credit myself too much, but if we had more rounds on attacking, if we didn't swap, I think we could pull some more through. I don't think it's too heavily
Yes.
sided.
Oh, I would love to see a third match between the same teams on the same map. I think it'd be pretty epic.
Yeah, I mean, we, speaking of which, actually, you said there's going to be a different map coming up. Something that's
Yes.
a little bit different. Do you want to describe that one? Maybe we'll get a viewpoint very shortly after.
Yeah, this is a special map. It's the first map that I made for the game just to kind of test and make sure everything was working on it. We're calling it Chapel Hill. I mean, it'll be pretty obvious why we call it that soon enough, but it's a lot longer sight lines. I'm a big fan of open field combat, like as opposed to like the dense forest jungle warfare that we just had in the last map on Bloody Creek. This is far more open. This is far more like reach out and use some suppressing fire and like longer sight lines. And yeah, I really wanted to make this feel special and play special. And so yeah, this is the first one that we did, and everything else after that has been all because of this map that you're about ready to see called Chapel Hill. So
So, I mean, with that being said, of course, you said longer sight lines, which means less of that utility play is going to come on in. Of course, we'll still have the smokes, the airstrikes, things like that. But in
yeah.
terms of that accuracy on the gunplay, right? Something that maybe I was talking with the other people out there, they were saying it is a little bit tough to find that accuracy pinpoint until you're a bit more familiar with the game.
Hmm.
So heading into a map now with bigger sight lines, I think it's going to be a little bit more of a spam war. Of course, we will kind of cut to the map right now. We can see those players on the map. Of course, everybody that has their name up may not actually be at their PC with the account, but we're just going to call them that anyway. We definitely had some people that were kind of swapping around as the teams shook up as well. But for the most part, green team, we got Soap, D, Highway, Megan, Neo, Possessed, and, well, apparently I'm in the game too. Are we running a 7v5 or are those going to be spectators? I think we'll balance them out
This
as,
might refresh here. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure they're still setting teams as far as
yeah.
I know. But this is the overview of the map, and like we've locked it into the autumn uh, season. So and if the spectator, the who's ever driving the camera wants to zoom in on Chapel Hill, you'll see every little house has a little pile of pumpkins set around. So it's pumpkin season, everyone. So happy Halloween to everyone out there.
Yeah, happy Halloween indeed. I mean, this is a fun experience to really kind of have, and I think we are going to try and get over to that Chapel Hill um, as soon as possible. We're just telling the observer to get on over. But yeah, I mean, you
Yeah, it's
can
cool. Yeah,
kind of scope out
be
this
plenty of time.
defender
Yes. So yeah,
base. Yeah, look at that. I mean, nice kind of aerial view, and yeah, you're seeing it right now. Those very long sight lines.
yes,
And I noticed personally in my struggles, I was like, this cover is great. I'm just gonna corner camp and I can just sit by the radio,
yep.
make sure they can't communicate out and win the round. But I was also like, with those long open sight lines, It is really, really scary. If you think somebody is behind you with your teammate suppressing fire, and then, maybe you get a little disconnected, they have to reload, all of a sudden you're getting sprayed down, you have very little cover. I was kind of clueless. I didn't really know what was happening, to be honest.
Yeah, suppressing fire will absolutely be a big factor in this one. Those that use it will be rewarded by being able to run across these large sight lines with open fields. And those that don't, they're going to get probably picked off. So I gave the advice that just shoot. The advice for me is just to shoot at a muzzle flash or an enemy that you see. Shoot back. If you don't shoot back, you're setting yourself up for failure. So just returning fire is very important. I think we'll see how this unfolds. This is going to be a lot of fun to see. Those that have already played will kind of adapt, and I think it's going to be a good time. So
Yeah, I think we're still setting those teams. I was gonna say, I'm
Yep.
like, I see myself running around down there. That was fun, but yeah, I would completely agree. I think as well, just managing to find ourselves the right settings. I know sometimes you can have that view distance a little bit lower, a little bit higher. In this one, you're definitely gonna want to crank that up. I was kind of struggling to find the right balance of settings. Obviously, we're still fine tuning those,
Yeah.
I assume, and things kind of working like that, but. You can find that right caliber and the suppressing fire. I think you're going to be going a long way here. And to talk about my role in the past 2 games, okay?
Yes.
Did I shoot many people? No. In fact, did I die a lot? Probably. A lot of the airstrikes magically found my head. But I was kind of just IGLing around in-game leading, for those who don't know, and that was
For sure.
basically me kind of just corralling the team, saying, guys, I'm going to pick up this radio, and I was in charge of, bringing back the troops when everyone went down, and
Great.
I had to, communicate where exactly we're taking that space, where we can find their radio and take their objective, and thankfully, let Lynette clutched it out for us on that attacking side when we did get to see that round. But do you have any kind of predictions maybe going into this one of either, certain spaces and lines that are going to be taken? Because you know this map a little bit better than we
Yes.
do. Do you think there's going to be players
Yeah.
funneling into specific areas?
I believe so. One of the things that we always saw in our playtests was lots of mortar usage, which I'm loving the sight that we already seen upgraded foxholes and mortars from the attackers already. Both the defenders and attackers will fire utility at each other that we have seen in these playtests. I think it's the North Farm is the one that usually the attackers find the most success because it's hidden behind that grove. The North Grove hides the North Farmhouse. So when you use the North Farm to attack from, you get that grove to kind of like stage an attack or like shoot or snipe into the Chapel Hill. And yeah, this is gonna be fun. And I'm curious to see what kind of weather we get when it comes to if we get any kind of like blizzard perhaps or any kind of like extra fog for the attackers. So I have a prediction, but I'm not. It could go either way. It could go either way. So.
Oh, yeah, I mean that's the beauty of just watching these games is sometimes you can predict, speculate all you want, and then just the players whip out a strat you've never seen before, and that's as well the beauty of playtest, and I assume as well why you're kind of watching these things, because hypothetically we find this game-breaking strat that's so cool and so OP, you're like, okay, maybe we don't let that one slide, or things like that. But I'm kind of looking at this East Bridge here. I know it's a big old sight line, but I'm seeing like the small little creek shed hiding in there, and then obviously you want to have that high ground so you can shoot down, but I almost like the incline in some certain ways because you can kind of scale around certain avenues as opposed to obviously just funneling up the straight line. But yeah, wow, that's a pick right off the bat.
Yep, it's gonna happen. Like they need to just shoot and shoot a lot. So coming out the gate, you're gonna need at least 1 or 2 people to provide some suppressing fire while your team moves. So Ethan's already got a nice head start. He's already kind of towards the South Farm, which is great. Safe is going there as well. Oh, look at the front of the Mark 19 on town is hitting. Oh,
So much to take in. I'm like trying to figure out where all those mortars are. And yeah, you can see they upgraded by Megan. I believe that is is that a foxhole?
it's a Mark. Yes, it's a foxhole.
Okay.
Oh my God. The town is already getting barraged big time.
D and Safe might actually run into each other over towards the South Grove. I think, yeah, the
Green
ping came
team's
out.
already down. They've already lost more than half their team.
Yeah, and that's something that we were kind of looking at in game. It's tough to keep track of the numbers of how many people you have eliminated. Obviously, you could say you got one, got two, but we don't quite know how many players are alive on the other
Yeah,
side. So
that's
you do
right.
have to kind
That's
of keep that
kind
in
of
mind.
it's kind of the strategy of it all. You kind of keep track and think in your mind and situational awareness. It's yeah, it keeps that drama level. Here we go.
Surely this position can live up by D. I mean, do they have any awareness of Caleb? I would have to doubt it, right? There's the initial
I don't
fire,
know.
but
Yeah.
yep, there it is. There's the exchange. Maybe the bullet drop, the wind catching onto them, maybe making the whiffs come out. But again, tough to be accurate.
Yeah. At that range, I don't think wind will play any factor, but wind does play a factor when it comes to like if it's a blizzard or heavy thunderstorm. But it's over a really long distance shot. If you grab the sniper rifle and try to pop someone at over 200 meters, you'll see the round bend. Oh, Soap's got that pillbox occupied for the defenders there.
Yep, and there's the ping coming on out for gold. They realize, guys, maybe we shouldn't head over towards those angles. Yeah, I mean, I like this
Defenders
rotate.
are wow.
Yeah, defenders holding strong. Where is Kago going? That's underdog, by the way. Just kind of flanking out very far.
Pushing out, yeah, towards the West Grove. Just getting out of town. I guess being in town, it's too dangerous.
Well, I mean, you take that off angle, you get a nice little sniper shot, and they're not expecting that. They're focused on the mortars, the things like that.
Oh, he's watching the south farm. He's making sure they're not getting flanked from the south. Because Gold Team's got the south farm. Yep.
Wow. I don't know how they're seeing 600 meters, by the way. I was struggling, I'm not going to lie, to see maybe 40 feet in front of me, or 40 meters. But...
Well, it's it's less trees, less vegetation. Like you'll watch for those muzzle flashes. You'll see glints of people on the horizon and let loose, man. Yeah. Look at that. They got South Farm locked down pretty good.
I was thinking as well, like, when I was on the move, or at least ADSing with those rifles, it was very tough to see as well while giving that up. And then, you know, with a higher sensitivity, you kind of do have to slow that mouse movement down so that you can see straight and the screen doesn't, you know, tear or you miss by them or something like that, so that you can really get a focus and be like, where is that bullet coming from? Because I'm not going to lie, the muzzle flashes, I thought it was an enemy half the time, and then it was my teammate. And I was like, oops.
We're doing our best to put indicators for team in there, like the blue the diamonds on your teams, and and the little markers above their head. But yeah, any feedback would absolutely be welcome. I'm trying to make it more accessible, but not like Fortnite. We don't want this to be like a too hand-holdy, too arcadey. We definitely want to keep the milsim vibes and feeling of it. It's a bit more hardcore, like an Escape from Tarkov. Like I love Insurgency Sandstorm. So for me, leaning towards that kind of level of a player connectivity and accessibility, that's where I would love to take this.
Yeah, I mean, that's completely fair. Obviously, right, part of it comes with familiarity to the game, right? You can say, oh, well, I couldn't quite see, but it's also like, I don't even know the map, so I don't know where I should be looking in the first place. So sometimes it is just...
This is great. They're using suppressing fire. Look at that. Like, they're moving up under covering fire. They're marking the enemies.
We're running
the
out of time,
attackers
though.
are really... There's a 2v7 right now. This is...
Had they not called for reinforcements? I mean, I feel like I should be seeing more scaling, no? I feel like they're a little paranoid.
I don't know where the defenders... the radio's in the middle of town.
Right.
You can see the arrow pointing at it.
Oh, yeah, holding those angles. I mean, people are really focused in.
Yep. Oh, artillery. Oh, wow. Artillery and smoke coming in.
Can you give me a tip on how to kind of aim that artillery? Because I know I was pressing the button, and I was like, where exactly is it going to go?
It is currently in its current form. It's simply a shotgun effect. It's going to land somewhere in town. You can't aim it. It's just... If used together, think of it like the old school line combat with like the British and the French or whatever shooting each other. The more shots, the better it'll be at the same time. You'll have a better chance of killing. So
this is gonna be a race against the clock here. Completely open town.
Yeah, 40 seconds. The attackers are in there. They've
They're gonna
They
need
got
20
one
though,
more
right?
kill. They can win by killing. They
Oh,
can
okay.
win by killing.
Hey, go run! Don't show your position. Go away.
Yes.
He's definitely secured
Oh
it by
my
this
god.
point. Just don't go down.
I think they're gonna get it. The clock stops when they start
Oh, that's
interacting with the
right.
radio.
So they just need to get
It
on
does
that
stop.
objective.
I'm watching the clock.
Oh. Wow. Wow.
What happened?
Defense
Did they get it?
successful. Nope, nobody
Oh,
ended up
okay.
touching. So the
I'm
defense comes through
slightly
again.
behind, but yeah, wow.
So let's see. That is
There you
gonna
go.
be the
Attackers
green
have
side?
2 farms. They have the south and east farm. So look at that.
I'm trying to figure out which
They
team was the
yeah.
one that ended up winning so I could see their reactions. Just on the
I
camera.
don't, yeah. How do you, is there like one team? Or is everybody on the same team on the same side
I
of the
believe
room? Is
so,
that how
yeah.
it works?
Should be right now.
Nice. Well, yeah. So look at the lives. So the attackers, the gold team, still has more lives, and they respawn in 5 seconds as an attacker. The defenders, they all have 1 life, and they can't really regenerate any more other than the radio backpack. So the attackers, and they got all that utility. They got the Mark 19 inside. So the Mark 19, for those that don't know, it's an automatic grenade launcher. It's gonna fire 5 rounds, boom, 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 boom. And there's 25 shots, so you get 5 shots of 5-round burst of the Mark 19, which is inside that foxhole in the middle of the East Farm. So it peppers the whole area with grenades. So
It'd be nice to take some early space off of, right? The suppressing fire, kind of just coming in right off the bat.
yep,
You pop
Yep.
it from your own side, the south farm maybe. And
absolutely.
yeah, fair enough. Do whatever you got to do to win, right? I mean, I was saying in the green
Yes.
room that my strategy was to play the objective. I sat in
Yep.
the very corner of the radio room until everybody went down around me, and then apparently I found out that I clutched. I didn't even realize, but apparently that was the last player. I won off the elimination, and we got the round for ourselves. So I was kind of happy with that, but I was like,
There you
oh,
go.
I won.
Yeah, there's some like really crazy strategies that I think are going to emerge. Like either people will I call it turtling up, where they'll just stay defensive, or they'll actually be overly aggressive, and the defenders will actually, like, what's it called, sally out of their base and push out and be aggressors. Like it's totally possible. So here we go, round 2. My money's on the gold team for this one. I think
Really?
they're going to take it to them. Yeah.
I mean, they have the right idea. At least you saw that
Yes.
fire the scaling. They just, I think, did it a little bit too slow.
I think so, but they absolutely executed. So
This is nuts, by the way.
I expect more than the same. Hey, you're being a bit aggressive there. With
Oh, okay.
you might.
Maybe that's because nobody's on that computer. That hypothetically, that actually is what happening. Is
Oh,
maybe they're
yep.
just.
There you go. You just bit it.
Might
Oh,
be.
there's the Mark 19s popping, shooting back at each other. They're firing. Oh my God! Yeah, grenades are out.
And that's a lot of the time what I'm kind of seeing here is we have a lot of very heavy fire with those initial pieces of utility, right? Whether it be the foxhole,
Yeah.
the mortar, off at the start of the round. And we're not seeing that initial scaling because I feel like everyone is too scared to go for the scaling because, you know, you want to use that big piece of utility right off the bat. And I mean, maybe there's different styles to use that, but I feel like the mortars, you know, you can angle it based off the ping system, right? You can try and figure out how close or
Yes,
how far you want to
100%.
angle it. In your personal suggestion,
Ethan, yeah.
do you think
Go ahead. Sorry.
the mortar should be used, or like those big pieces of utility should be when that initial fight happens, or do you think it should be when, you know, you go kind of later into the round and people finally start scaling?
I usually find right off the bat is usually when you catch people sleeping. Like you may drop like 1 or 2 mortar rounds in the center of the town and catch 1 or 2 kills potentially. But over the course, if you can prolong it, like if you can put down 2 or 3 mortars in your base, and you can fire 1 or 2 rounds every 10 to 15 seconds or so, it has a prolonged effect on the mentality of the defenders, especially because they're kind of sitting ducks in this bullseye of the target, which is the town. And it's terrifying for the defenders. And yeah, there's totally different strategies, but that's my strategy, just like a prolonged, methodical walking the rounds in. I'm not going to burst everything in one shot, but I'm going to shoot once and then I'm going to adjust. I'm going to shoot again and then dial it right in. So by round 2 or 3, I should get you. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at this Ethan underdog battle over towards
Crazy.
West Grove.
Yeah.
Surprised Ethan's still alive, to be honest.
Ethan's going for the farm. I think he's going to go for he's getting the supplies, and then he's going to go for the farm. Look at that.
And what is exactly in that supply truck?
So the supply truck has smoke grenades, frag grenades, the smoke artillery shell, and the flare artillery shell. So you can get extra ones from those.
Gotcha.
Extra high explosive artillery shells are only gathered by capturing the farmhouse. And that's by the individual who captured... Oh, artillery right on the center of town. Just kills 2 people in the back of the town. Oh, my God.
So, in other words, from what we've seen, at least, and in my experience as well, that artillery, very, very strong. You can kind of just send it and hope, and maybe that is a strategy in and of itself, right? Kind of run around, find all the supply trucks, and then just dump all of that artillery.
Look at this. Yes, hell of a firefight in this field. They're closing in. They got the smoke cover as well. They need to move up. Underdog and I can't tell who he's next to. Need to move up with that smoke cover. Ethan's going to be capturing West Farm.
Is there a radio in that place as well, or do you just need to be in the hut over there?
Oh, for Ethan or who?
For
Ethan,
Ethan, yeah, capturing the farm.
Yes. Each farmhouse has their own radio. It's exactly the same as the objective radio.
Okay.
Oh, what an artillery strike.
And of course, that provides another 30 seconds into the round as well.
Correct. Yep. He gives his team more time, and it gives him an extra artillery shot. But that artillery shot is a 30-second cooldown if he hasn't used it already. So.
Gotcha.
Look at this. Oh! How are they still alive in the middle of that town? That town is already cooked.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. We didn't even zoom in far enough for me to see, but yeah, all those buildings completely destroyed. I mean, you talked about the open sightlines. Now there's even less.
Even more.
Or,
yeah,
sorry,
even
more.
more.
Even less places to hide.
The town become like Stalingrad after a while. Look at this. Gold team's tightening the noose. They got them surrounded.
Well, and there's that reinforcement going to be popped out too as well. So everyone back in the game.
Green teams, they're back to 100%.
That is a strategic part in its own right? You got to make sure that you can try and get as much value out of the players alive as you can, and then you go for that respawn. I know I was calling personally to kind of say, I was saying, so go run it down. You can go die, take as many with you as you can, and then we'll bring you on back with 3 other people while I'm camping on the radio. And it was great play, and we got a few picks out of it, and then managed to win the round.
It is. They are in town now, right on top of each other. Safe is just gotta what if he sees anything move, just open fire. He's right on top of him.
Oh boy. Engagement! Hello! And goodbye. And that's gonna be as well on a radio, right? From the attacker side?
Yes.
So they're gonna lose sight of that objective, right?
Did they already use it though? I don't know. Did they already use it? I have no idea.
I mean, either way though, you lose eyes on that defender radio, correct? So you don't quite know where that objective is anymore?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to move during the round, but yes, in the end, you got to hope that
have good memory.
Or good communication as a team. So,
which is very tough right now.
Oh, Megan, nice, Megan with a clutch kill. Wow.
Close engagement here. In
Ethan
from hut, yeah.
Ethan just jumped down from the top of the chapel. Gold team is in town all over. They're all over the town.
Time again, though.
They need to. Yep, time is running out. They need to get on that objective.
Friendly reinforcements.
They are taking lives away. They're inside the enemy's HQ.
Just underdog here.
Oh, nice.
I feel like we've seen this one before, no?
I feel like it. Oh, lots of death. Yeah.
Underdog.
Oh, they got it. They got it. Oh no, they killed him.
2 seconds, 1, and nobody's on. Nobody's on the objective.
Why? Oh my God. It's right there. That's 2 rounds in a row that the gold team has basically taken the town. Oh, look at that.
And that's why
Holding strong.
that IGLing as well comes into effect. I mean,
Yes, absolutely.
you really need to be like, hey guys,
Absolutely.
time crunch, we got to go, we got to scale. Just that communication, which I feel like we're not quite seeing right now. Obviously, I mean,
No.
Kago on that underdog, 3 lives still for the green team, and celebrating on the end of the chair at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Just doing what they need to do, which is living.
Yes. Look at that live count, and then look at the farms as well. So gold teams almost got them complete. So here's the thing. I don't think we saw in the first game. If the gold team captures North Farm, they have the green team surrounded. Their radio
respawns,
becomes
right?
useless.
Oh.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no respawn from their radio. From their radio, they cannot call for reinforcements. So that's one strategy, which they've already got. Somebody's already spawning at East Farm, looking to go to North. I don't know whose spawn point that was, but you can zoom in on the spawn points and read the names, and you'll see who's spawning where. They capture North Farm, Chapel Hill is essentially cut off.
So let me ask you this then. I mean, obviously, we've talked about a few more strategies. We've talked about the initial mortar and foxhole with the very heavy util engagement. We've talked about the circling and trying to deny those respawns. We've also just talked about kind of working and scaling your way up with the time or waiting for somebody to make a mistake. But I feel like, at least from an eye not familiar with the game, it is kind of clear which strategy that the players are kind of going for, right? Obviously, you realize,
Correct.
okay, maybe there's 3 farms that the attackers have taken. We got to go defend that one. And I feel like, is there enough time in the round to try and accomplish multiple strategies? And I feel like, obviously, as the players get more familiar with the game, you might see a little bit more of panic from those defenders' sides. They want to get those respawns going. At the same time, though, with it being so objective-based and maybe those martyrs not being used in that early round, can they just bunker up and making that respawn maybe not as viable? I mean, we've seen right now just underdog having to live. Everyone else doesn't have any extra lives. The respawns really haven't came through that much. But green team have still kind of came on out.
Correct. Yeah. We actually had these rounds initially in our first few test sessions set to 8 minutes. I think, to be honest, we started originally at 10 minutes per round, and it was like, that's a bit too long. Then one session we went extreme, we cut it in half, like 5 minutes per round. It's like, that's a bit too short. And so I added an extra minute, but then it's like, it still feels slightly short, but it's close. And I was like, what if we could give the teams the ability to add time?
Ooh.
So the backpack, you can add 30 seconds with the backpack, and every farmhouse that you capture adds 30 seconds. So
Would that be
to
then?
me, that was just like, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, we talked about those clash of strategies. Then do you send one player to just kind of go around, gamble on the farms, get yourselves that extra
Correct.
time?
Correct. Yeah, you get 2 or 3 players that would kind of focus on the objective, and then two or three other players, depending, to go around and capture and kind of help enhance the team's position and time and utility. So
This is
look at
gonna
it,
be a
they're firing
surround,
the Mark
right?
19.
Underdog over towards that north farm. Should be a surround.
Yep, it should be anytime. Once he's got it captured, it takes 20 seconds to capture the farmhouse. Those Mark 19 rounds are landing. They're landing really nice. Oh, look at it, right on the chapel.
There we go.
Honor. There it goes again.
There's the surround.
Boom. Their radio is useless. There you go.
Interesting. Yeah, good old ping right on the center saying, hey guys, let's focus the objective now. We got 4.5 minutes. We've denied all their respawns. That means Possessed is out for the rest of this match. Oh, never mind. You can take that on back. Is that a function as well, making that a little bit more viable?
Correct. Yep, they did it. So yeah, green team, while they were surrounded for about 30 seconds, they are now no longer surrounded.
I see.
So great move.
Granted, that doesn't subtract the time, does it? Right? That added time
No,
still.
exactly. It does not subtract. It just, whoever captured, so I think it's Highway or you or whoever captured it, you get that person gets an extra artillery shot, obviously, when they become the attacker. So, oh my God. That Mark 19 throwing out some pain.
I feel like we're at a bit of a standstill, right? Everybody not wanting to make that mistake, and I feel like, oh, there's the extra artillery. Megan, did they take a bullet, or did they just crouch onto the ground? Oh, yep, they did go down. Okay, so
Yeah.
they just got completely dusted there.
Oh, heavy artillery shot on the town. Yeah. 2 players out for the defense for green team. Everybody on the gold team's still up.
Well, we've seen this one before, haven't we? And we know how this one
yeah.
ends potentially if the script stays the same.
RTO goes down for the green team. It's right on top of the chapel. If you zoom in, you'll see it sitting right on top of the chapel there, up in the steeple. So
Can you tell me about
flares
those?
are already out.
Yeah, those flares. So is it just to kind of highlight like more sight lines, things like that?
Correct. So the flares, like they work in a little different ways. It's depending on how you want to use them. One, they can be like a feign, like a fake
So what's
artillery
behind you?
shot. Like
Oh, there we go.
yep.
But yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I'm a little delayed, but oh my god.
When the flank goes for it, and then it just does not work. Oh wait, they won. Did somebody get a ninja defuse?
Somebody got it. Somebody got it. Somebody got a ninja swipe. They swiped it.
Crazy.
Clash.
That's nuts.
Clash got in there and stole it from him. Nice. 2-1. Flip the table over. Attackers now become the new defenders. And get ready for it.
The point that you kind of said towards the beginning when we were kind of getting that info dump of how the game works, I really like how you mentioned those defenses that were pre-existing then they stay on that field. So anything that may be a strategy that the green team was doing or the gold team, I mean, depending on who swapped to where, you know, you can kind of recognize their strategy and say, okay, here was the error, and now let's kind of work with that, make sure we don't make the same error, and then enhance off of that. We have, I believe it's you get 6 new things every single time, a trapwire, fox hill, all that stuff.
Yeah, so everybody gets one tripwire, one foxhole, one foxhole bend to like a curve, and then a barrier and a trench. Sorry, not foxhole and foxhole bend. A foxhole, a trench, and a trench bend, a tripwire, and I know I'm missing something else. Why am I missing something else?
Mortar?
I made. Yes, thank you, mortar. Thank you.
All right, guys. Hey, it's me, the developer. I'm here.
Yes, exactly. I'll give you the keys to the game. No problem.
Sounds good. All right, I'm gonna make everything pink and purple. Now,
look at this. Yes. No. Hey, I've already got those textures ready to go. Look at this strategy. So, the green team ready to go. They're ready to go to West Grove, which is the forest right by their farmhouse, and they're sending one other person to the north farm. So West Grove, this is the asymmetry of all these maps is something that I actually personally like, that somebody's going to get an advantage over the other based off of where on the map they are. So West Farm, the green team, has a nice, ripe, juicy forest right next to where they start. And that's going to be like Vietnam in there. They're going to be, anything that moves is going to take a bullet. So,
and a supply truck as well. I mean, they all decided to spawn right on the edge. They don't want to be in the HQ, none of that. Nobody's even grabbed the radio, I don't think, so. Maybe.
Somebody should, yeah. Somebody needs to, like you said, manage those lives. Somebody's already marked. I think they're talking about it. Somebody's marked it. So.
Oh yeah, that is.
Maybe that's from the attackers.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Attackers side, Mark. I think so.
Is there a way you can control your pings? In terms of
any way you can control what?
Your pings. Like I noticed, sometime when I would ping, it would be a shield that's blue. Sometimes it would be a red target. Is there a different way to communicate that?
Yeah, so a basic center mouse click will just be like a yellow triangle. Like, hey, look at that. If you aim with your rifle and center mouse click, it'll be like the target. Like there's somebody right there. Like I'm aiming at them. But if you have your tab menu open, like all the strategy, like you see everything with tab, that's more strategic. So it's like, let's defend this. We got to hold that. Let's go there.
Gotcha. Yeah, we saw Possessed KO, by the way, already going down towards their spawn, it felt like. Ethan just really far forward here, but honestly, fair enough. I mean, is there a benefit for the defenders to capture? Can they capture the West Farm? Is that a thing?
No, it's they'll get exposed. If anybody that's ever played Rainbow Six Siege, if you go into the enemy's territory, it'll show everyone exactly where you are. So it'll basically be free map hacks for the other team. Look at this massive flank by these guys going all the way out there, avoiding the forest to take South Farm. Oh, artillery on the town. I think got a kill. Pretty sure Safe died to artillery. Yes, Safe is gone.
So yeah, again, I know we touched on it, but like that artillery really does seem to kind of be, I don't want to say overpowered, but it does look
Well, that's
very strong.
correct. And that's kind of the point of it for the attackers to, like, I guess, try and even the playing field when it comes to the town. It's like if the artillery doesn't give a crap about if you're in like inside of a house or not.
Right.
There's only one true way to defend yourself from a direct artillery strike, and that's to be inside of an upgraded foxhole or trench. So those protect you from. Look at this
Caleb
fight in the
going
main
in?
base.
Yeah.
Exposed. Oh yeah, Megan is gonna get in there, but
Oh,
Megan
Megan's down
crosses
too.
that line.
Didn't even make it there. Tried to scale off the back,
Oh.
but yeah.
Long shots getting sniper suppressing shots coming from the town. Oh, you're taking a sneaky route through the long tall grass field. Look at that.
So is that grass, like, does it actually, do you think, have an impact on those sight lines? So, like, does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's forced. Yeah, the grass is forced on by all settings. So even if you're on the lowest of low settings,
Apparently not as strong
Yeah.
though, as we expected.
not as strong. Yeah, but somebody was watching that direction, so flares out on the town.
I'd almost want to see just the farm up of artillery and then just kind of the spam of that to be used and then
Oh
going
yeah.
off of that. That's what I'm noticing just off the
Yeah.
spectating.
When you were defending, did you notice if you died that the 45-second respawn timer is pretty brutal?
It is.
Did you
It
notice that?
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, luckily we
Yeah.
had spaced ourselves out enough to the point where, one person gets randomly artillery striked. We were kind of good to at least have somebody else go back to where that artillery strike came from and go protect that radio, but
Right.
it can be risky, and especially in like Chapel Hill, which is a bit smaller, you're looking at
Look at
more splash damage potentially.
Look at this. Green team has 3 out of the 4 farmhouses. I think if they push, they can capture East Farm before the round is over. And at the start of the next round, they'll have the entire town surrounded.
Right? Maybe just even playing the long game.
Yeah,
just
they might be playing the long game. I actually like this play. They're like, we don't necessarily need to take the town. We're already got a 1-game lead. We're a 1-point lead. It'll be tied 2-2 at the end of this, but they're going to have all the farmhouses.
So let me ask you
And
this.
they're chipping away at the lives. Look at that.
If you surround all 4 places, right, and then they click surrender, obviously green team gets an extra stock of their lives, right, for the players that lived.
Correct.
But
Yeah, so green team, yeah, go ahead. Yep.
do the defenders as well also get 1 uptick since they didn't die, or is it only the attackers?
Yeah, so even if they are surrounded, that's actually a good little feature. I might actually take that away. If you're surrounded, you don't get an extra life added to the next round, even if you hold the town. I think that's actually, I'm going to write that down. That's a great little feature.
Let's go.
No, because we actually had it. It was too brutal. I set it up to where even if you say as a defender, you had 3 lives and you died, I used to have it set up where you were not even allowed to respawn at all until you were unsurrounded. And that just frustrated a lot of people, which makes sense. Like, I imagine the number, like the lives, is like the number of people inside of the town. It's like you're 1, but then you have 2 more lives. It's like 2 more people. They're sleeping in a bed.
Yeah,
and
they're
you
in a
die,
basement.
They wake up. Yeah. So it makes sense that your lives are bound to that town. But I think look at this. They're about ready to capture the East Farm and then have the gold team surrounded. And they're chipping away at their lives. I really love this play from the gold team. This is actually really nice. They are not pushing in. They're just, the green team. They're not pushing in. They're just chipping away. Just doing what they can.
Very still. I mean, literally nobody moved for like a few seconds there. Sometimes the pause is good, though. Kind of discreet.
Somebody's firing mortars, though. Somebody's shooting mortars in there or grenades. I'm not sure what that was. I think it was a mortar.
There we go. Minute 37, though. Are they going to choose to maybe forfeit this or go into the next?
They can withdraw. They could withdraw, but I don't know if was that explained to the people in the.
Yeah, they should know. But again,
okay, because
how much of an advantage
Highway's got the
now?
radio and he's running right up the hill. I guess they're trying to zero in on the objective. They're trying to find the objective.
Let's see, do they even?
Oh,
they
Neo
have their
goes
radio,
down.
right? So they should still have an eye on it.
Yes. Radio's in the backside of town. Okay, look at that.
'Cause, I mean, if I'm those East Farm players, right, you can kind of book it into that center lane. Obviously, they don't quite know
Absolutely.
exactly where those players in Chapel Hill are, but oh, Finn, what's going on there? Did they trade?
Highway's falling back. I think Highway is going to withdraw them. He has 48 seconds to get to friendly territory.
Oh, is that how you have to do it?
Yeah, you got to be in
Gotcha.
friendly. Yeah, he's got to be in the North Farm. He's got to book it. He's got to hold shift.
Shift,
And
yep.
haul butt. I think he's going to do it. We'll see. If Highway crosses that border, all he's got to do is press. We call it taking the L.
It was the L button, right? Yeah.
It's the L button. You're going to take an L, but watch their lives when they get. Watch this. He's going to do it.
Did they leave it? Did they never pick up the radio in the spawn?
No, he's got it.
Oh, there it is.
He withdrew. Bam. Now look at their lives. Watch their lives go through the roof. Now the
Whoa.
green team. Now the green team has them surrounded. They were gonna lose. They were gonna lose the match. No problem. That was perfectly executed by the green team. Look at all of those lives. 3s and 4s all over the place.
So I didn't notice. Did the defenders go up there as well, or
The defenders do go up by 1.
okay?
By
And
1
then
life.
the attackers is a 2 then?
Yes, +1 exactly. So everybody look at the green team's lives now compared to the gold team. And remember, the green team is attacking, so they'll respawn in like 5 seconds.
Right.
The gold team is surrounded, and they'll take 45 seconds to respawn.
So you really do need to push the advantage then, right? When it comes to getting
I would
that
say
elimination.
so.
I mean, obviously, you say,
Yep.
oh, we have the space, let's take it and do all that. But if you take down 2 players, you really want to just run it down.
I would say yes, and also like not just that. If you hear that the enemy has taken a farmhouse, like the defenders leave the town and go take a
Right.
farmhouse,
Yep.
they're not in the town. Push that advantage. Like there's dead players in the town from the defenders, and one of their live players is out of the city. They'll never make it back in time to defend.
I do
Push your
think
advantage.
that obviously, you talked about the kind of hand-holding type thing where it's like you don't want, obviously, the game to do everything for you and tell you how to play everything.
Correct. Yeah.
But I am curious when it comes to numbers of players alive, or at least eliminations being tracked. I think it would be fun to just kind of have like a stat card mid-game to see how many players you've taken down. Because
Oh no, I absolutely agree. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
you
I
agree.
100% agree. Yes.
I was gonna say you
That's
can use
something
that to track how many people
Yes.
are alive. You don't need necessarily the lives on that scoreboard because that could be something that somebody has to keep track of. But at least the number of eliminations you could kind of focus on. So
Correct.
you're like, okay, somebody's probably down right now. We have a moment.
Correct. That's the one thing we don't have in the game is a scoreboard. So look at this. At least one person in every farm zone. That's brilliant play. I actually really love this.
Oh my gosh! Wait, yeah.
Look. The gold team is sending players out to capture North Farm. This could either be great or it could be deadly.
And
It could
attackers
either
again
be-
respawn really quick too, right? And then gold
They're
team
gonna be
can't.
right there. It could be right on top. Oh my god!
bullets
They're
yet?
gonna walk right past each other.
No
Oh my
bullets.
god!
Did
They're
they-
right in the forest.
Did nobody see them? No way! Did they just make it back?
No way! They. Oh my god! They just walked on by them because of the forest. They couldn't see them.
Is the running audio, is that loud or because there was so much going on that
I guess not loud enough. I mean,
well, they're gonna find out pretty
guess it
soon
is.
as that North Farm starts to dissipate and in control. They're gonna kind of just do a 180 with their necks and pop over
correct. Oh, and are they using their Mark 19 against it? They are. Mark 19 shots out. Oh, look at that burst in the center of town. Beautiful. Oh my God, look at that. The town is. Oh my God.
there. Wow.
Megan dies to an artillery round to the face in the church steeple.
So will Megan respawn
Mark-
if the farm is captured here? No, right? Because they're out of lives.
Megan is out of lives. Yes, correct.
Okay. Let's see. Where's this
Oh my
180? He's just firing out of a foxhole, I believe that is.
Yes, yeah. Mark 19 is mounted into a foxhole.
Are they just gonna get hard flanked here? This
Look
might
at
just be a
this.
shoot in the back. There's a lot of
They
ping.
might.
Oh yeah,
They're marking them.
I can hear Caleb through the wall saying they see them.
Somebody's marking somebody.
D's turned around. Yeah, D's going for it. Let's see this.
Underdog. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
There we go.
Suppressing fire out all the way across.
Who's got it?
There
Oh,
they
D
go. Right on top of each other.
got the one.
Oh my God! Yes.
And D goes down. So 1-for-1 trade there.
1-for-1. Yep. Ethan is still there. Sitting in the. Oh my God! The whole town is lit up like a friggin' cherry.
Megan's back to life though, by the way.
Underdog is in town. He's got to be close to the objective.
Oh.
Oh, this is a tight battle.
So much happening.
Smoke shell right on top of him. Close quarters. Oh wait, they lost track because of the smoke. They don't know where they are.
I found
The
it.
smoke and the flare together is brutal combination.
Yeah. Personally, I found it really hard even to see people without them. I think maybe I don't know if that was something with my settings or I was struggling to see
Potentially,
people in front of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you did play the most dense forested map.
This is
of
true.
all, so-
I could very well just not be looking at people, but I saw the gun muzzle flashes and
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. The whole town is just littered with the gold team. One artillery shell can take down like 4 or 5 people. It's
all right,
crazy.
somebody pop the cooldown. Do it for the content. Let's see it.
Green team is actually doing a very nice job. They got plenty of lives to work with. They actually need to be a bit more aggressive, in my opinion, the green team.
Should be
Yeah,
a
like-
timing. Oh, so spots rights, maybe.
Look at this.
Wow, it's just ships in the night. You don't even know.
Yeah. No, totally. I might need to really pump up those footstep audio, but I mean, maybe it's not just the footsteps. Maybe it's just simply the fact that there's so much going on, which, in my opinion, is a really good thing. So
I do like the fact that you could see a lot of, bullets and everything flashing out, but I wish the character outlines were a little bit more, just so you can see
Yeah.
those players. Obviously, you don't need to see it
Look at
far
this.
away, but
look at these tracers. Yeah, it's like. This is why I love this map, is because these long sightline tracer battles.
Staircase battle!
I just
Staircase battle! Yeah. Wait, did they place the objective all the way in the top of the building? Is Soap going for it?
Yes.
Is that what's happening up there?
Green team. Oh my God.
Or is this just an additional
Occupies
one?
the church steeple. The church has been conquered.
Where's that gold objective? Do we know?
I don't. Ooh.
Oh!
That's a good
Oh, that was
question.
a smoke. Okay, we're good. Oh, there it
think
is. That's a
we might-
radio on the ground, right?
Yeah, we might need the spectator, whoever's running the camera, to cycle. Oh, nice kill! Cycle with tab. I think it's just a little bug in the game to where like the objective doesn't show up all the time. And
Gotcha.
then now we should be able to see it. I think.
Oh, there we go.
Somewhere.
There's the star. Oh,
there
yeah.
it is. Yep,
So
that's
Stave,
main objective.
Stave kind of holding on to it.
Look at that.
So much to decide. I mean,
Plenty of lives.
Isn't it
A
funny?
minute to go.
that
Look at this.
we've seen all of the farms kind of captured, and now like that 2-minute timer is really where we need to see these players start to work toward the objective, and I feel like we haven't seen that speed up yet.
Yeah.
It's tough when you can't even see
This is
5
like
inches in front of your face.
Brutal fighting. Right inside.
Green
They are
team
danger
crashing?
close. Oh, they're right on top of it. They're right on top of it. They got to know that they're.
There goes Neo.
Oh my God.
Did they both go
They
down?
got to be taking the objective. Oh, that. What happened?
I'm hearing yelling.
No. What happened?
I think they all DC'd,
somebody-
yeah.
Did
Yep.
somebody connect or?
I believe everybody DC'd out. Yeah.
No. What happened? Did somebody reconnect?
Not quite sure. I'm seeing Tone
Oh.
right now, yeah, kind of yap away at them, but they were saying
Yeah,
they were
so
locked
whoever-
in.
Yeah, whoever was attacking, they were gonna. I'm pretty sure they were gonna win it. Oh my God.
Well, we said that though, like 3 other times, and they didn't end up doing it. So I don't know. I'm gonna still flip a coin on that one. Say 50-50.
Okay, yeah. So one of the things with the game right now, since it is still pre-alpha, is one of the issues that we have is somebody connects or disconnects, everyone gets shoved up to that spectator view, and
Ah,
resets. So no,
I think
I gotta know what are they calling? Because there is a hotkey to win and swap sides, so they'll give them the win essentially.
Oh, okay. Well, I honestly, I think
If they want to do
regardless,
that, I don't know.
I think regardless of how that round turns out, it would have been really close either way. I say they just do one last one. Whoever takes this one is the winner.
Okay,
In my
yeah, I'm
mind,
cool with that.
that's how it looks like because we've
It's
got
so
similar
even.
stakes.
Yeah,
The town's completely gone. We saw the
yes.
right strategy develop. We just needed to see a few more minutes of execution. So if they can replicate that and or the
Oh
defenses
my
can
god,
stop that, I think we're going to see a really solid match.
totally. I'm
That's my
down
thought.
for it. I think yeah, whatever they want to come up with, I think it's cool. So,
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, obviously,
mm,
I'm yapping in here. I can't really hear them out there, but
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
damn. Oh my god, I was wait like they were. Oh man, the green team was in the objective. I think they could have gotten it. So
It's pretty dang close. I'm trying to see
I'm a
in our
little
little
biased
screen
though.
if we're
I
loading
love to
in,
see
but
the attackers win every time. So whoever's attacking, I'm always rooting for you, no matter who you are. So
is that the official underdogs? Is that the attackers?
yes, so far we're trying to bug it out to where the attackers actually will have an advantage. Oh, we're back at it,
Okay.
going again.
I think they've probably decided on hopefully what I had said, but I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think it should just be winner takes all on this one. Somebody already go down?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Neil's gone.
damn, Bryce. Yeah, Bryce got mortar shell right to the face or something.
I think as well, it would
Ethan
be nice
is.
to maybe see a little bit of a flare of when somebody goes down. Like, obviously, right, you don't want to make it too cartoony, like you
Oh
said,
yeah.
but it would be nice to
You've played.
get the confirmation that somebody has gone down because sometimes I don't even know if I've even eliminated somebody. I'm kind of shooting in their way still.
You've been playing Arc Raiders, I see.
I have not been, actually.
Oh no. Okay. When you knock somebody down, a flare shoots up into the sky.
I didn't mean
So I thought
necessarily a
you were
flare, but like some sort
Oh,
of
okay. Yeah.
some sort of
Yeah.
confirmation, if you will.
We were gonna have a kill feed. I still think the unknown, if you did kill, is it adds to the tension and like the realism factor. But we're absolutely gonna have a kill feed that will be attached to a
Right,
scoreboard.
yeah.
That yeah. So there's more to come for sure. If you're having fun now, it's only gonna get more fun later, and it's gonna get more balanced and refined later. So
That's how it always goes, right? Sometimes you bring in a new patch or a new update, and all of a sudden some character's broken or a weapon's
yeah,
absurd.
completely. Yeah, we've all been there. Like everyone's gonna spam that OP weapon until it's patched out. So
I know right now in this particular engagement, right, with the bases, we saw the two rifles. I believe it was just a normal AR and a suppressed AR as along with a sniper rifle. I believe those are the three.
yeah,
Is
those are the
there
three. Yep.
are there going to be more options for
Yes.
weaponry and or how do you think? I mean, obviously, right? Let's say a shotgun comes out. How are you going to use that on a map like this, right?
Yes. Right. So I don't think so one of the things those gates that you see around town, I don't know if you noticed, but you can lock
Yep.
those. You can shut yeah. So if the army equivalent of the shotgun is the underbarrel shotgun, so you have the M16 with the or the M4 with the shotgun, it's called a master key because it opens all doors. So just having that like shotgun to open up gates and even in the future being able to upgrade houses. So one of the ideas
Oh,
the houses
oh
are
my gosh, that artillery took out two. Bryce and
oh my
Kago just went
God.
down.
Yes. Yes. They're on top of it. So yeah, there's so many layers of plans set that I've got in my head and written down that I'm gonna execute to see in this game. But this is the most base version that we can get. Like the original idea came from. Did you ever play the game Planet Side? Do you know of Planet Side?
I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it to be honest.
So the original idea came from that size of a scale, to where you're conquering entire planets, and each town is like a different but I had to really narrow this idea down into the most digestible, easy to create version in a 5v5 King of the Hill style game was where we ended up being. So look at this. Oh my god. Gold team is taking a beating. They're down a lot. So they're down to, was it four against 6?
4 against 5, yep.
Yeah, 4 against 5 now, yep. So it's 4 on 5. They are tightening the noose for sure. Green team is moving in.
I was going to say, you might want to make that move now, right? Because you got 2.5 minutes. Even if the respawns do come through, it's 45 of those
Correct.
seconds going to be taking for them to get on through. So
To run across,
Right.
yep. To that run across the field it's much bigger than the last map, so you want to time up your attacks.
bye-bye, highway.
Ooh, headshot there, I think. Megan is coming to the rescue. Soap needs to watch out. Megan's on. Yep. Oh,
Run
wow.
back into town. I think as well, the reason why the defenders have such a strong kind of post up is because you hold one angle, right? Let's say the attackers start to take that one by. They use smokes, utility, whatever it is. So you give up that angle and you just back up to another one. And it could be really dangerous in a game like this because you have infinite corners, it feels
Ooh.
like sometimes.
Soap goes down. Attackers are down to 1. Most of them are down to 1 life each. They're a whole wave that's coming. They got enough time. That wave that just spawned, they have enough time to get into town. They just gotta. Ooh.
Got it. There you go, underdog. Finally.
Finally,
They're spotting Megan.
Megan's right there.
Does Megan go
Oh,
down?
nice
Yep.
headshot. Ooh, nice headshot. 2 kills from underdog right there. Bam.
Go for the objective. Nobody's there.
You got a PTO. Got to play the objective. There's only 2 defenders left in the entire town, and one of them is out respawned. So there's only 1 defender left. The other
Is that what
person
the blank name is,
waiting
or
to
is
be
that
respawned.
somebody? Oh nope, you just got.
They-
Oh,
they
never
got
mind. They're gone. Doesn't matter.
oh, the whole town is clear, but only 1 person can respawn. Oh my god. Hold shift and go. Underdog's gonna get it. Underdog, I think, is the round 5 MVP. Got to go upstairs, up the stairs.
Now it's a game of mazes.
It-
Can you find your way
Yes,
up in
it's a
30
broken-
seconds?
It's a broken house, but yeah. Oh, he's
Save's
got it.
still here
He's
though.
got it.
Save's still alive.
He's got it. Yes.
There's time here for them to both intercept this and oh, and bye-bye. Highway's still here though. Can find a trade potentially. Get on out. But no, Safe just holding that open angle, and that's one of those strategies we did see on the defending side.
Yep.
Playing out in the open with that radio and then just rotating on around, waiting for that defuse. And I believe,
20 seconds.
unless they can get
Yeah.
pause on the timer here, this might just be it.
Oh no, they need to go up and cap. They can't.
Highway's there.
Yes. There it goes. Clock stopped.
Clock stop. Yep, Safe's gonna run. Yep, they know because the players are coming. I can hear it. They're saying on. Now they're
Yep,
protecting. They're
yep.
hoping for the best. You gotta find the right angles to make it
Yep.
work.
Keep capping. Don't stop highway. Look at that.
Everyone's here.
Good team play. Everyone's
Hey,
on
and
the
they got it.
objective.
Green
Look at
team
that.
have secured it. I don't know how Safe's still alive, by the way.
I love it. Look at that match point.
Woo! Wow.
Well, that was a hell of an attack. Look at that.
And I feel like I would say in your eyes, that's probably the round type that you want to see, right? That kind of down to the wire, 1 player remaining, strategies on both sides, perfectly executed,
Correct.
things like that.
Correct. Like just seeing this team effort executing, like all the farmhouses are being utilized, captured, mortars being used, Mark 19, 50 cal. Everybody's, yeah. That's Outflank, baby. That's it. So
Yeah, I mean, it looks like plenty of strategies exist. It just took me a second to kind of get adjusted because obviously you get introduced to a new game, you're still trying to figure out exactly what you want to do. But it felt like the players did actually pick up more of the strategy and not less of the gunplay, but they focused more on the strategy. And it ended up paying off for them in those final moments. But I almost do want to see gunplay also be not a crazy part of it, but something that they can rely on more, like hypothetically,
Absolutely.
right? Safe in that 1 versus 5. Maybe there's a world where they win. It's not a big one,
pull
but
out the win. Yeah, for sure.
it felt like maybe just they weren't even sure how many lives were on the other side, how many people were alive, and I feel like that kind of sticks you down a notch because you're unaware of if somebody's on that radio communication. Did we obviously there was the pause of the stop timer, but do you think there's an
Yes.
audio that's played or anything of that sort?
There is.
Okay.
Yeah. So since there's 20 seconds total to capture that radio, so in the first 10 seconds it's extremely faint. As a
Ah.
defender, if you're not paying attention, you're not going to hear it, but that last 10 seconds the audio ramps up and you'll hear a thumping, kind of a ramp up of this intense music. So
Gotcha.
oh crap, I gotta go check it now. But those that are paying attention are awarded by, oh, I can hear it. They are gonna interact with it.
Gotcha.
So,
And I think as well, just players not knowing exactly
Yes.
what that sound is
Yeah.
like. That's why you don't quite know. But yeah, that's a good thing to note. Obviously, in games like Valorant per se, you have that half defusal, if you will. Is that something that
Yeah.
you plan to ever implement? Is that just kind of a
we could see, yeah. Is it? I'm not entirely familiar. Is this where, like, if you capture to the half point, it stays there?
it
and
stays
like,
that way? Yeah.
it won't
So
reset fully.
hypothetically, you
Yeah.
go to 15 seconds,
Yes.
but it would, you'd get off, so it would actually just go back down to 10.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I totally think this is possible just to help speed up that I think that's a really good idea. Because yeah, like for me is I always wanted the player to focus on the objective, and then you need to have either a teammate back you up, or there's that drama and stress of, am I doing it? Am I doing it? Am I going to win? Because if you take your eye off the ball, it'll reset. So yeah, I actually think that's a really good idea to, like, you take it down to 10 seconds, then you can look away and come back. You still have 10 seconds remaining as opposed to a full 20. So I think that's great.
And I
It's a
think
great idea.
as well.
See, you're full of the nuggets today. Really good ideas.
I'm just trying to, think about the practicality of balancing, and like you mentioned, with the attacking
Yes,
side, trying to make it
100%.
more balanced, right? If the 1 versus 3 against the defenders, you have more chance as an attacker to actually close that one out, as opposed to just spinning around hoping that the radio communication is going to go off and they're not going to find you, which we all know
Correct.
eventually they will
Yeah.
because of that audio. So it would be nice. But with that game actually finding the conclusion, and we
Is that
actually
it?
saw, yeah,
What a way to go. What a way to go.
an attacking win at the end of the day. I believe we're going to have a roundtable discussion with you. I'm
Would love it. Yeah.
not
let's do
sure
it.
if that's in the Discord or what exactly is going on there, but we are going to close out the stream. So thank you so much for kind of popping in here. Do you have any final words about the game? Any expectations we can see in the future? Shout outs, things like that?
No, yeah, I really appreciate shout out to you guys for allowing us to have this event. We want to do more like these. Hopefully, we can have more universities get in touch so we could have a NCAA level style competition. Maybe you guys would be the first Outflank college champions, if you know what I mean. So
Sounds good to me.
I really love this. Yeah, this is great. I really love this. This is literally what we're wanting to see from the game like this. And yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to everyone that's watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Still pre-alpha, but yeah, hit us up on all of our socials, Old Glory Studios. Just Google us, and then wishlist the game. Victory's Grave Outflank on Steam. Give us a wish list and follow, and yeah, like join our Discord, follow, and yeah, all that stuff. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Of course. Yeah, sounds good. And with that, we're going to wrap it up. So thank you guys, the viewers, for kind of peeping in and getting this preview of a good old-fashioned new game for you guys. And yeah, that's it. My name is Ari Cast, here with Matt from Old Glory Studios. And we've been your yappers over the top of this game. We're going to send it off to a roundtable discussion hidden in the server. So we will see you guys next time. See ya.